Hello, sunrays and moonbeams. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is High Phoenix, your high priestess. I identify as non-binary and my pronouns are they, them, in case you choose to refer to me. So today we are going to be doing a pick a spell jar reading. I'll show you them close up, but let's talk a little bit about the reading first. We're going to look at an open love letter signed Everyone Who Loves You. Um, I got this idea because, let's be real, I fucking needed it. And I think that in the day and age that we live in, sometimes it's okay to turn to tarot for stuff like this, especially because, like, life is tough and it fucking helps. I mean, we shouldn't be putting all of our, faith and hope and vision in ourselves, in, the opinions of other people and external validation. But I feel like this is a nice little sweet treat because I'm putting it out there that the people that are going to be watching this are people who are actively working on themselves. So I don't, we'll get all those messages out of the way, okay? 111 as like I finished saying that. So yes, this is all very much self energy. And the goal here is to help boost your self esteem. So, what are we looking at? The first part of our reading, we're going to do an energy check-in. And if you're not familiar with an energy check-in, it's basically we're going to look at cards to make sure that you're in the right place. So we'll look at your current situation, and then this time around I want to look at like descriptors, traits, like personality traits, and archetypes. And this way, you can kind of sit there and say like, okay, yeah, that's me, so this is my group. If that part doesn't resonate, please pick another group. If it doesn't resonate still, then this is just not the reading for you. But I am going to make more like these, and I'm putting out the intention that we can get some pretty broad messages, but also be able to zero in on some specifics as well. So remember, if it don't apply, let it fly. Don't take every little message and force it to fit into your life story. um, and at the end of the day, you are the creator and the author of your story, so you choose. You are the main character, right? um, so after we look at the current energy, and you decide that yes, I'm in the right place, we'll go ahead and take a look at what you don't see about yourself that others see about you and that they love as well. um, and then we're going to look at why you don't see that. Now hold on, let me take a sip of water. One thing I will say is that when I did this for myself, there were a lot of messages that came out that were very triggering. So I do want to just put like a trigger warning. I'm not really sure what's going to come out in that part, but oftentimes the reasons why we don't see certain things about ourselves could be because of trauma and underlying subconscious patterns that were put into us by, authority figures from a young age. And so, I'm gathering that that's going to be like the collective energy for the most part. So just, if something starts to make you feel uncomfortable, you don't want to hear about it, please feel free to skip over that part or exit the video. Come back when you feel like you're ready for it. There is absolutely no pressure to ever watch any of these fully through. If at any point you feel like anything doesn't resonate, absolutely click off the video. Do something that makes you feel good. So after we look at why you don't see it, we're going to get some channeled messages from your special person. So whether you're in a relationship, if with another person, or multiple people, because this is a safe space for all relationship types. So whether you identify as being monogamous, or experimenting along the lines of poly, or if you identify as poly, there will be messages here for everyone because this is an inclusive space. So yeah, we'll look at channeled messages from your special person. If you're not connected to anybody right now, we're still channeling the higher self of the next important relationship that you're gonna have. And so I felt like that was a nice little sweet thing to add in there. And then after that, we'll look at channeled messages from people from the other realm. So if you have loved ones that are passed, and departed, we're going to channel some messages from them. And then at the end, we're just going to get some advice moving forward. And this one will be, tapping into my energy reserves and what my guides have to say on behalf of it. Since we're going to have some time for your guides as well to come through in this. So that is what we're going to be looking at. It is going to be lengthy. My intention is to really give you guys a reading that you can walk away from and be able to really say, yeah, wow, that's me, and I can believe this about myself, and I can see this about myself, and Put a little magic in there for awakenings, and for all my viewers who are watching this, that when you leave your reading, that you will your angels and guides will send you more signs to confirm these things about you, to help you move through life and feel better, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the three groups to choose from, starting with group number one. So we have this spell jar here. And so this one here is one that I made at a spiritual soiree. It's got some affirmation papers in there. Like you can see, there's some words there. Secret affirmations. We've got another little one down there. There's some jasmine flower in here, some rose quartz. There's actually four. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is a big boy. um, four affirmation papers in here. So maybe if the number four is significant to you, or the flowers, jasmine, or rose. There's also frankincense and myrrh, and these are like resins, that were used, back in the day. They were used as offerings. So this will be for group number one. And then group number two, we have this little cutie bean here. I made this with my daughter, fun fact, and it says sweet dreams. It was like a little fairy kit that we got together, and it's got, look at all these stars. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. There's also, like, I don't know, can I see it here? Okay, wait, let me move the light. So there's like a little butterfly in there, a little blue butterfly. And then there's also these like iridescent papers, like not papers, iridescent, like just strings that are in there as well. So that's going to be group number two, the sweet dreams. And group number three, now this is definitely a very special one. I made this at the Spell Jar Bar. Shout out to Kim and the babies. This was actually, I believe this was from the first ever lunar fair that they vended at. And yeah, it's got a whole bunch of good stuff in it. I think that's Botswana agate. We've got some howlite in there for open communication. There's lavender and a bunch of other goodies in there. And then it's sealed with this black wax. And then we have this seashell crystal, oh my god, not crystal, seashell keychain, charm. Oh my gosh, the words are escaping me, and I'm holding the thing with the howlite in it. So like, hello, this little seashell charm that's on top of it. And so yeah, those are going to be the three groups to choose from. So we'll just leave that like that. Just stay. So those are the three groups we have to choose from. I'm going to put the timestamps below so you can go ahead and either pause the video or go back to really connect. Or if you're having trouble connecting with your intuition by looking at the spell jars, you can also look at the timestamps. At this point in time, I haven't done the readings yet. So this is not one of those working backwards type of things, so I can't really give you much information about the groups and everything, but definitely, like, take a look at the timestamp numbers, and if there are any numbers in there that are numbers that resonate with you, then you can go ahead and pick that. If you're still not really vibing with that and you're just feeling really unsure, by all means, do a random number picker and just enter 1, 2, 3 and see what random number comes out. And try it out that way. So yeah, go ahead and I will meet you at your reading. Bye. Hello, sun rays and moonbeams. For those of you who chose group number one and this affirmation spell jar, or the timestamp, or the random number. So if you chose this is going to be your reading. So let's see, I'll pop it right over here for now. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started and look at your first card. So this was pre-shuffled. We've got Cherry Blossom. Yeah, a lot of spring energy for sure, especially because you chose, like, the one that had all the flowers in it. Yeah, definitely spring energy. I feel like there's something about when people interact with you, and like, we haven't even gotten to that part, but like, I think you'll know if this is already resonating. There's something about when people interact with you, they feel this they feel this energy of like you're blossoming. You're starting to blossom, or you're like in the blossoming phase. Like you've not fully bloomed, but I do see that, you know, like you're coming into your own energy for sure. Um for some, I'm also hearing late bloomer. So maybe you feel like you've gone through life, and um, either things, you know, you had to work a little bit harder for certain things, where it may felt like things have come naturally to other people. Um, mhm. I'm also hearing like for some, maybe there's like an element of you feel that your like your time is limited. I don't know. I'm thinking about cherry blossoms, and you know, like how they don't really stay for long. They're really only around for like a couple weeks, and then the trees kind of just, you know, they're green for the rest of the time. So maybe some of you are worried about like timing for certain things. I'm gonna pull from the book if I can remember what I did with it. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see. Cherry blossom. Ooh, transience, recurrence, and presence. Yeah, similar to how the blossoms bloom in the spring and are gone by autumn, it is important to remember that everything in life is fleeting and to treat it according. Yeah, for sure. You could also be going through like a transformation. Yeah, because I was getting that energy of like, you know, the blooming phases. Mhm. So I feel like for some of you, you might be going through a rough patch, and maybe it's like really putting your healing to the test, or um, I get this idea that you're just trying to make the right decisions, moving forward. It's, you know, that recurrence, right? You're letting go of things, and you're walking toward your future with more of like an open mind. Um, yeah, so for some of you, maybe you even feel like um, you've been in this, you know, energy of like I'm waiting for my cherry blossom season. You know, like you've kind of already gone through so many seasons of life, and you know that like you have a season where you shine best, and um, so it's like, you know, maybe you're working toward a certain goal, to open up in that way. Hmm. Is there anything else I'm missing? Let's see. Guys, this is gonna be so funny. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, Spirit, see, can you help me with any additional messages for my group number ones? Let's see. All right, we got a couple. I'm sorry, I had to do it. We're gonna get pretty deep, and we're gonna get pretty intense, as the reading goes. So I figured, you know, it'd be fun to just cut the tension a little bit with some little tiny plastic hands. All right, so let's see. Dreams. Yeah. Oh, we have sexual tension, and we have anxiety. Okay. Um, so this feels kind of specific. Maybe some of y'all are having dreams about sexual tension with someone, and it's giving you anxiety. Um, I was like thinking that we were gonna get messages that kind of correlated with this, but I guess Spirit was just like, no, we want to talk about this too. Um, so yeah, take that if it resonates. All right, let's look at. I'm gonna actually pop these over here. Maybe some of you struggle with anxiety. Lately, you've been having some cryptic dreams that you can't quite make sense of. Um, yeah, and you know, I mean, the sexual tension, that one's kind of obvious. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's look at some. We'll look at personality traits. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands and Virtue. Actually, you know what? We saw them. I'm gonna just pop them away for now because I want to put a couple cards out here. Actually. Yeah. And the number 3, I can see that, yeah, there's that confirmation of like, you know, you're doing a lot in terms of your own expansion. Sir, one more card, please. I pick. Is it you? It's you. Ah, we have the 7 of Wands. Or is this the 7 of Pentacles? Oh, this is the 7 of Pentacles. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands and oppression. So, I said we were going to get heavy, and I didn't think we were going to get heavy so quick. But buckle up, Buttercup. I'm here with you. I'm here for you. And we got this. I'm going to take a sip of water. Make sure you have something to hydrate. If you want to take notes, absolutely take notes. Maybe some little snackies and a little blanket. Make yourself extra comfy, okay? You deserve it. So in the 3 of Wands, I can see that you do have a lot of forward momentum inside of you. You strike me as the type of person that, like, I'm also hearing like failure is not an option, right? But it feels like in your current energy, you feel bound by this idea of like failure not being an option. I would say you're a planner. You like to have a plan. Maybe not a rigid plan, but like at least a general idea of where you'd like to go or what you'd like to do or how you would like to go about things. There's definitely a certain methodical vibe that I'm getting from this here. With the 7 of Pentacles, I can see that you're also a person that knows that things just take work. You know that if you want something, you're gonna have to, you know, kind of go ahead and go for it, and it may take a long time, but you're okay with that. You strike me as the type of person that is not so impatient that they can't play the long game. Maybe there are some aspects of you that can be impatient, but it feels like it's maybe managed a bit, because we do have a lot of Wands energy. So like there's a lot of fire here. You could also be a fire sign, or you could be an earth sign, because we have the Wands and we have the Pentacles that came out. But yeah, and that 7 of Pentacles that I'm seeing here with that failure, though, this is different from the standard meanings of the 7 of Pentacles. Like, you know, this often talks about like growth and planting the seeds, or like the state, the phase of planting a seed, like, you know, the germination process and getting it into the ground. Like, you know, it hasn't really started to come up, you haven't seen much progress. So maybe that's also something that's resonating with you, where like maybe you're putting energy into certain things and it's put you in a place where you have to let go, like how that cherry blossom was talking about, you know. Like the leaves are going to fall where they fall, the cards are going to fall where they fall. Not these cards though. No, but they do be falling. Let's be honest. But that failure on the bottom here, it really makes me think that I'm upset for you, because I know that this is not your inner, like, this is not your true inner voice. But it feels like you may even see yourself as a failure in this current time, with the oppression card. And you know, this is really, you know, a clear picture of like someone who's incarcerated, and so maybe you've done time in the past. Maybe that's something that kind of makes you feel like you're a failure, because maybe you have something that, you know, you're not necessarily proud of that you've done in your past. Yeah, you know, I'm noticing this is the New York fire trucks. So yeah, maybe something regarding like fire, you know, like maybe you made a stupid mistake, maybe you set fire to somebody's stuff, or you know, in the past. Again, it feels very specific. Take it if it resonates. If it don't apply, let it fly. But maybe you were incarcerated for, you know, something minor, and or maybe you were in the wrong place in the wrong time, and it's just something that you feel like you can't necessarily move away from, or like you're having a hard time separating this instance here, and it makes you feel like a failure moving forward. And even though you have all of these plans, Okay. Not the Gmail. Just popping in real quick. Um, Maybe you get a lot of emails too. Maybe you do a lot of communicating through emails. I don't know. Just we're going in the channel. Um, but yeah, so maybe you're also from New York just because it says like FDNY, or maybe you spend most of your time in New York. Um, hmm. And that 10 of wands is your big deck energy. I can see that there's just a lot of like, you carry a lot here, a lot on your shoulders. There's a lot of responsibilities. I feel like there are a lot of people that rely on you, a lot of people that count on you. um, mhm. Maybe one thing that I'm seeing again, like these are really specific messages that are coming through, and I mean, I wanted it to be very specific, but I'm almost getting the vibe of like someone who grew up in like an immigrant household where like your parents came to this country with almost nothing, and they're trying to live their lives vicariously through you. Maybe you're their main translator. um, and whenever they have problems because they don't speak the language of where you're at, um like they rely on you to do these things. And maybe for some of you this has been like from a young age. I know it's a very common thing, especially here in America. Like we have a lot of people that come over from like Spanish speaking countries, and when they come, they kind of, the elders kind of rely on their children to be their translators. And I mean, I've heard stories of kids in their teen years helping their parents with like tax documents and things like that. And that's a lot. Like it kind of forces you to grow up in a certain aspect. So maybe that's something else that you resonate with, is like feeling forced to grow up maybe faster than you wanted to, or like just having all of this like extra responsibility on your shoulders, and feeling like you can't let people down. Yeah, failure is not an option, right? Did your dad say that shit to you, bro? Like, failure is not an option. My dad's like that too. I'll be honest. He's also an immigrant. I mean, no hate to immigrant families. Like it's a very brave thing that they have to do to come over here, not being able to speak the language as well as others. And if you're like me and your parents came over, like, you know, in the in the last like 50 years or so, I don't know. We're going broad here, but it's a very brave thing to do to come to this country. And like a lot of immigrants get made fun of. So I'm also feeling like there could be wounds around embarrassment or like public humiliation. Wow. Yeah, this is like super specific. Y'all, if this is you, like, somebody please let me know that I'm not I'm not just in here like reading for one person. Yeah, because I definitely feel a very strong specific energy. Let's move on. So now we'll go ahead and look at. So, yeah, I feel like that was a pretty detailed and pretty thorough energy check-in. I think you should know by now if this is you, right? We'll go ahead and pop these decks over here. I'm running on limited space and I'm still working out like a new system for this. So bear with me. All right. So we looked at your current energy. Now we're going to look at what you don't see about yourself. I'm going to be using the holographic tarot. Is it? Yeah. So Spirit, what do my group number ones not see about themselves that other people see and love about them? Ooh, King of Wands. Definitely fire sign energy. Seven of Pentacles again. Ooh. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm going to get two more. We have the Two of Wands. That's funny. Like, we had the Three of Wands in the beginning. Oh, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, there's the Harvest. Let's see. How can we do this? Let me put this down. Oh, big deck energy is the Knight of Wands. Is that? Oh, you can't even see it. We need We need a higher tripod. We're working on it though. Okay, so what don't you see about yourself? This feels like a lot that you're not seeing about yourself. I think I'm starting to get the feeling that you're really, really hard on yourself. Because this is a lot for you to not really see. And so I just want to say, like, I'm sorry that you're not seeing this about yourself. Um, but again, I feel like it's totally okay to turn to tarot for stuff like this because you got to know, right? With the King of Wands, I can see that you're a person who is definitely a strong leader energy. Um, the King archetype doesn't come out, for no reason. Like that's some boss shit. Like I absolutely love that for you. The King of Wands is also a person who they are very good at planning. They're very good at seeing the bigger picture. They can make all of these moving parts kind of work and come together. They're very good at delegating as well. And so yeah, remember we got like that 3 of Wands, and so like I feel like you kind of can accept it, but like for you to in your current energy check in and how you're seeing yourself and what was speaking to you, the fact that we had the 3 of Wands as like a planning energy, but when people see you they see you as a King of Wands, like that really speaks to how much you're underestimating your own ability sometimes. And maybe it's not an all the time thing. I do feel that maybe like sometimes you're a little more confident than others, especially because your big deck energy is the Knight of Wands. And so I feel like sometimes you're in there and you're taking the action and you're headstrong and you're like, yes, I can do this, but then it feels like it doesn't really take too much for you to like be knocked down a couple pegs. Again, there's all that energy from the beginning of your reading. It does feel like your inner voice is very strongly not your own, and it's more authoritative figures in your life, that have like kind of stained your subconscious in that way. Because yeah, like you're on some king energy when it comes to just this aspect of leadership and planning. That 2 of Wands also kind of highlights the planning aspects, but like this person is holding the world in their hands, and so I feel like when people think about you they see that like if you really wanted to have the world in your hands you could. And so maybe you underestimate your power as well. Mhm. Yeah, I think people also admire your ability to just kind of like get up and go and do, like it's almost like you decide something and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then you just do it, and people are like, oh my god, like you just did that. I would have been doing this for a long time, or it would have taken me longer to figure it out. Like we have a lot of Wands cards here. No, bub. No, no, no. No, bub. No, no, no. Sorry, that's my cat. He's trying to trying to interrupt. He started scratching on the drawer. um but yeah, like there's a lot of fast moving energy, and I feel like people think that you accomplish things that should take a lot of time in a shorter amount of time. There's something about your energy here where like you see a lot. And again, like there's just, it feels like you're able to like perceive so many moving parts and kind of like channel and funnel them into like one type of statement. I think that's like really, really cool. As somebody who like has a million beautiful, brilliant ideas a day, but can barely struggle to put one into existence at a time. I want to say like I'm kind of jealous. But like you just do it, you get it done, and some people maybe even wonder like how you're getting as much as you're getting done. um with that 7 of Pentacles, people do see that you're growing things. People acknowledge that you're putting that time and effort and energy, and I think it's great that like we have that dichotomy of how the 7 of Pentacles came up in your energy check versus how it's coming up here in the standard tarot, right? Because we touched on it, and you can even see on the imagery of the card here, like this person's they're putting in that work, like they're tired as all hell. They got one more pentacle they got to put up in this thing, right? Oh no, or is it the other way around? Yeah, I know. But they're working hard, like this card talks about perseverance. And so maybe where you're seeing yourself as a failure because certain things haven't worked out to you. Bubba, please, no. No, no, no. No, it's okay. Um he came from the other side and he was trying to get up here. He might pop up. I don't know. He's very needy. He had a really hard kittenhood, and He's very, very emotionally attached. He gets really bad separation anxiety whenever I leave too. Um, yeah, it's nuts. All right, come on, bub. You want to go on my lap? It's okay. Okay, okay, okay. You can just sit. It's okay. I don't know how loud that's gonna be. Sorry for the ruffles. Um, but yeah, I can see that, like, the in the dichotomy, like, you see yourself as a failure, right? You see yourself as maybe because you had to do so many different things, just to get to maybe where you are today, that you're not seeing it as just someone who is persevering. You're seeing yourself as a failure. But I want to let you know that the people that love you and care about you, ooh, that low as a confirmation. Yes, I want to let you know that the people that love and care about you and truly see you, they see you as someone who perseveres, as someone who does not give up, as someone who just keeps going. Oh, more. Yeah, you don't give up. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my phone's going off like crazy right now. um but yeah, like, you see yourself, you don't see yourself as this, but other people see you as this. They see you as a hard worker, they see you as very diligent, and they see you as, you know the whole failure is not an option. Like, that's the part that's really being projected, and that's how people are seeing you. In the Nine of Pentacles, people see you very independently. Oh my gosh. The life. um so people see you as highly independent. The Nine of Pentacles is actually like my single bitch card, when I'm doing love readings. So, just to put that in perspective, maybe you are also single and people see you out here, single and thriving. um but for others of you, I'm seeing this as, like, they're just seeing you as very independent, like heavy on the independence. Like, you do this and you do it on your own. Like, and again, there's like that element of, like, how are you doing this by yourself? How are you even, gosh, I'm gonna have to, like, mute my phone. um but yeah, so, people see you as this. Oh, come on, Bubba. He just jumped. Right, no more interruptions. um as this person who just, you like, how are you doing this? Like, you're really just doing it all on your own? Like, what magic is this that you're able to, like, just you know with the Queen of Cups, finishing us out here, I see that there's a certain level of compassion that you have for the people that you love and care about, and maybe even for people that you don't necessarily, like, interact with often. But I'm seeing, like, people really feel cared for when they're with you, when they're experiencing you. For some of you, I'm also picking up on, like, maybe you have a job that, like, you interact with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, or, like, you're just interacting with, like, a lot of people often. um but I see that there's something really healing about your energy, and I feel like people are also looking at you and they see that you have this intuitive ability. Maybe you don't resonate with it being labeled as intuitive. Maybe you see it as, like, instinct, depending on where you are at in your journey. But people see you as incredibly intuitive, maybe even psychic to a certain extent. And I feel like it's almost like, when and it's like you kind of just charge forward and you take action and you do these things, and you're like, no, I know. I like, you have this deep and inner knowing of, like, what the outcome is going to be. And, like, the things that you say, they come true. And people are really admiring you for that. And I think that that's so awesome. The Knight of Wands is your big deck energy. People see you as fun and creative, definitely fiery. Like, there's an overwhelm of fire energy here, so I would definitely say that it's likely that you're a fire sign. And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So again, take it if it resonates. I mean, you don't have to be a fire sign, or you could maybe have, like, strong fire placements in your chart, like a fire rising. Um, or maybe, like, even like a fire, I would say, like a fire Mars, even, because of how you take this action, and how you move forward in things. People see you as a traveler too, so maybe you travel often, or you're just very comfortable, like, on the open road, or flying, place to place. The Knight of Wands is an archetype of somebody who's on the go physically, like, moving and doing. And there's just, like, a certain level of excitement. I feel like maybe even there's a certain element here of, like, people want to hear the stories that you have to tell about the adventures that you've had, and the trips that you take, or the people that you interact with. Mhm. Yeah. I think this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Yeah, you know that Queen of Cups too, like it's also a very nurturing energy. So yeah, like definitely a lot of healing. I can see that like people just feel so good in your presence. People feel cared for. People feel seen. You just have a way with people. I believe, based on what I'm seeing here. All right, so now here comes that trigger warning again, because we're gonna look at why you don't see it. And for this one, I'm gonna use the Wild Unknown Oracle. The artwork on it is a little bit darker. Um, and the messages are going to be darker for sure. I'm already picking up on it. We were picking up on it in the beginning of your reading. So why don't you see these things? One more. We have the Queen of Cups again. Okay, we'll take the Tower too. I don't think I have maybe a little bit of room. And big deck energy is the Seven of Swords. I do apologize if you can hear my boy in the back playing, but as long as he's not scratching over here and jumping on the table and in and out of my lap. All right. So why don't you see it? I'm gonna sit with this for just a second. I'm actually gonna grab. What do I even grab? I'm looking at crystals. Yeah, I don't want to hold any of this, so I'm gonna grab some of black tourmaline. Okay. I can see that you've had a really rough upbringing. Um, like I'm struggling to articulate, so maybe you struggle sometimes to express. I'm more feeling right now. Yeah, I want to cry. And like I feel the weight on my shoulders. I feel the Ten of Wands from the beginning of your reading. I feel like I'm getting lower, sinking down. I feel small. It's dark. Maybe for some of you, you might have even repressed some memories regarding your childhood because of how tumultuous it was. Um, I'm getting that there was a lot of stop and go, a lot of movement. I can see a lot of emotional abuse. Um, and just no peace, no rest. Sneaky energy. It's likely that the authority figures in your life were maybe dishonest. Um, I'm picking up like maybe it wasn't always, or maybe it isn't always in a malicious way that they're dishonest, but they're just so used to being dishonest now that it's like second nature, and you feel like maybe some of these people can't even tell you the truth about simple things. I can see that you had all these beautiful, bright ideas, and I feel like, yeah, life knocked you down several pegs by the hands of other people. For some of you, I'm seeing a very large, open mother wound with that Mother of Cups. Maybe your mother withheld love and affection from you. Hmm. Yeah, so you had this bright light, and for whatever reason, people just wanted to dim it. And that Seven of Wands also, it talks about, like perseverance, and it talks about being a light in a dark space. The Lovers card tells me that it's also not just authority figures in your life, but maybe you are connected to a lover or love interest, um, or maybe even several. Like, I'm picking up on a lot of different energies, um, but maybe you had lovers in the past that they kind of joined in on this degrading of you. It almost feels like maybe like I'm just seeing like a family, like a large family at a dinner table, and it's like everyone pick on you hour, and just say this and say that, and then like under the guise of like it's all love, and that's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I'm really sorry for everything that you've gone through. Um, yeah, that Tower card tells me like it just chaos. It was almost like you couldn't have peace. Like there was always something, always something with someone. And touching back on your energy check, like especially if you're like a caretaker of like an entire family, I'm also seeing like older child syndrome or parentified child, um and so like you felt personally responsible to like put out, oh gosh, yeah, the fire truck, you felt personally responsible for putting out everybody else's little fires, and sometimes large fires. Maybe for some of you, you were even incarcerated because you took the fall for someone in your life, and now you're having trouble moving forward because of whatever's on your record because of that. Or maybe it's just something that like always, like you always harbor like embarrassment around it. hmm I'm seeing that maybe even like you weren't even allowed to sleep peacefully. I feel like you've been woken up in the middle of the night having to deal with other people's bullshit, and like it just really weighs down on you and your confidence in self. For some of you, I see that you're still dealing with a lot of these energies as well. Maybe you're in an unsafe living situation, or um, I'm seeing that for some of you, if you're on the, maybe not even on the younger side, but maybe some of you are back living with your parents temporarily, or you're still living with your parents, you've never left your parents' house, or you're living with some authority figure in your life that, has this control. And, I'm hearing like my house, my rules, but like the rules are fucking bullshit. hmm Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. That really fucking sucks. But now you know why you're not seeing it, right? And you know that, yeah, there's that Nine of Pentacles again. We have the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles has graced us with its presence. So a lot of synchronicities already happening, and I feel like you just want to be happy. And maybe for some of you, part of your defense mechanisms is to engage in like drinking with that Five of Cups. So some of you may be privy to, like alcoholism. Maybe there's alcoholism in your family as well. hmm Definitely, I'm seeing a lot of alcohol. I feel like I'm tasting it. I'm tasting like clear liquors in the back of my throat. Maybe some of you you feel like you were forced to drink. Um, I'm almost hearing like, come on, you're not gonna have a drink, and you're like, you really don't want to. But it's almost like if you say no, then like, oh, but you're being selfish, and this is how we connect. This is how we do. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's not your inner voice, okay? That is not your inner voice that tells you that you're a failure, that you're not good enough, that you're you have to live in the state of, being so concerned about everyone else and every little thing instead of just worrying about yourself. Um, it's a hard break for sure. And if you're not ready to break from it, like, let's say if you're still living in your parents' house, and if you're on the younger side, you're kind of just like saving up and waiting for the day that you can move. But, even if you're not on the younger side, even if you're in a certain circumstance where you had to move back with them, with your parents, um, or you're just, maybe you don't live in the same space as them, but like they're just always blowing up your phone all the time with, I need this and I need help doing this, and can you take me here, and can you take me there, and can you help me translate this, and you know, just so much. I feel like then this is definitely going to be a good reading for you. So focus back on that in the beginning, where we were looking at what people love and see about you. I'm also seeing though that because you have this ability, okay, because you have these abilities, that the people in your life that are, you'll know, because not everybody in your life is bad and has malicious intent, but some of these people in your life, they're operating so deeply and so heavily out of their own wounds that, like, they know that you have these traits and they see it, and this is why they use you, because they know, oh, you can help get me out of this, because I don't know how you do it by yourself, but you just always know, you always find a way, you always have a plan, you always have that intuitive ability to to make things work, and you have that comfort and that nurturing energy about you, that healing energy about being in your presence. And for some people in your life, they're shitty people, and this part of you, this beautiful part of you, it helps them feel safer and more secure in their own assholery, like, you know. Ugh. I hate that for you. I hate that for you, bestie. Whew. All right. I'm gonna get some uplifting messages. Then we'll go ahead and get some. Yeah, we have follow through. And then we'll look at some channeled messages from your special person. Let's get one more. Okay. Big deck energy has cut the cords of doubt with the number 42. So yeah, it feels like you're trying to put yourself in a place where, you're in in that bloom stage, right? Where you want to see the, you want to be able to harvest, you want to enjoy the harvest. And I feel like a lot of this is holding you back in your life right now. Like, this was supposed to, this was supposed to be like, overwhelming amounts of love. I mean, I honestly, I'm feeling it coming from your special person and from your guides and your ancestors mostly. And so, if you have that special person in your life, and you'll know, like, when we go through and shuffle these, but I feel like your special person is somebody who is like your confidant, like someone who just gets it, who understands you, and who's able to nourish you in that way. um Wow, this is really specific. For some of you, maybe you're connected to someone, because we did see lovers too. Um, so maybe not. Hmm. I take it if it resonates, but like, if your current lover is also someone who engages in this behavior, especially like with your family and stuff, that is not the person that we are going to be channeling. Um, we're gonna channel just soulmate soulmate energy, for the soulmate out there that loves you the most, because if if you're in this type of situation, like, it's not a great place to be in. And yeah, I don't channel messages from abusive people. I will just say that. Okay, so we have follow through, we have nourish the sacred feminine, the distraction of shiny things. I can see here that, mhm, don't let shiny things distract you. I think that this point in your life is meant to highlight a lot of what's not working. Um, yeah, because we have the number 15 there too. Yeah, like, it's really a time of introspection, and you're really looking at yourself and analyzing yourself. It's likely that you're going through like a spiritual awakening, or like, a resurgence of a spiritual awakening. Um, it's just those plateaus of realizations. And with that, the 5 following and that 15, I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of, it's change, but it's change brought about by conflict. um Change brought about by conflict, but also in the number 18, I'm seeing change that's just brought about by cycles and, time moving. So a lot of changeable, a lot of mutable energy. It almost feels like you can't get your feet on the ground, or everywhere, sorry, excuse me. Where, like, everywhere you try to step, like, the earth falls away. I'm really hot now. Okay. Whew. Um, with follow through, I feel that mm-mm. I'm struggling for words now. I'm gonna read from the book for follow through. And also hopefully help to reset my energy. hmm It says, "Was your big beautiful masterpiece left unfinished? Something you began but didn't fully birth? Right now is the perfect time to revisit an old dream that was always meant to happen. It's a perfect time to follow through with people, projects, promises, and ideas. Tying up loose ends will allow you to interact with integrity and to keep all of your energetic resources intact." I feel like these people are stealing your energy and they're like your dreams. Oh, we had dreams come out in the beginning. Yeah, like maybe you feel like your dreams are taking a back seat to like everyone and what they need from you. And so I feel like spirit wants you to really just like, follow through with what makes you happy and your dreams. And nourish the sacred feminine. I can see that your energy around receiving and yeah, your energy around receiving has been wounded by all of this wounded masculine energy that I think you've been operating out of and, having to do and be for other people without really filling up your own cup. And I think that you try to fill your cup, but I don't know that. Oh my gosh, I'm sassy. I heard like filling my cup with alcohol. Don't do that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you like you're a dog. You're not a dog, you're a human being. But like, don't do that. Like there are better ways um to recharge your battery than by drinking it away. And um you're so sassy. um but yeah, that nourishing the sacred feminine, I think allowing yourself to really just sit back and relax and really putting up boundaries around your time um is going to be hard though. I see that for you, like it's a it's a hard break, and maybe it has to be something that's gradual. I mean, we'll get advice, like when we get to the end. um well, we're getting there, but yeah, don't allow yourself to be distracted by shiny things, including bottles of alcohol. I love you and you can do this. You don't need alcohol. You don't need it. I promise you don't need it. Cut the cords of doubt. I feel like, yeah, because you maybe have put your dreams on a back seat, and now you're at this point in your life where you feel like maybe it's not even worth it to try to obtain them. Maybe it's not worth it to try to move forward and pull this into existence, or can I even do this? It feels like maybe even certain things have gone wrong for the people in your life. Yeah, that Queen of Cups. Oh gosh, all right, another specific message coming through. If like in that Queen of Cups energy, usually your intuition is on point, or your instinct is on point and you just know, right? But lately, when you try to put this to use for those people in your life that don't deserve it anymore, um, that things have not been coming through the way that you see them coming through, or like it's the opportunities are not living up to the potential, and maybe you're doubting in your own ability to intuit things because lately things have been falling through, but it's because these people don't deserve it. They're undeserving. And I feel like you within yourself, you're putting yourself in this place of, I want to do better, I want to be better. You're in a very introspective energy. Um, and yeah, because we had with that cherry blossom, that transcendence, you are transcending these things and these experiences, and you're putting yourself into a new energetic vibration, and these people can't follow you where you're going. And so the longer you try to force it to fit, I feel like the more it's going to fall apart, because it's meant to fall apart, because spirit wants to bless you, but they don't want these people to experience that abundance that is waiting for you. And when I say abundance, for some people I'm seeing this as like, maybe wealth, like monetary wealth, it could be like money. But for others, it's maybe even just a sense of like emotional abundance, and having the abundance of loving connections. Um, yeah, it feels like you're really being called to connect with a soul family, but you can't connect with your soul family if you're still holding on to, you know, a chosen family or a birth family that is maybe no longer aligned with where you are going in your life. And that's not to say that you have to cut these people off completely. That's one thing that I've been trying to hold to. Sometimes we need to cut people off completely to go through a little bit of healing, and you know, we got to keep them at arm's length and say, you know, this is where I'm at right now, and you know, I can't, I don't see myself, you know, engaging and communicating with you for a while. And that's an okay thing to say. You can tell people like, I don't want to, I don't want to talk to you right now. I mean, you know, for some of you, if you resonate with this as like you're living with your parents and they kind of don't give you that option, again, it's like a slow and gradual increase. For some here, I'm hearing almost like a get out while you can. So if you have an opportunity to leave, I think that, you know, like you should take it. Um, mhm. Yeah. It really feels like this is holding you back from experiencing more love and deeper love. And I feel like, you know, again, not to, and I don't want you to feel bad about this, you know, because like the energy of this read is very much supposed to be focused on people who like truly love you and cherish you. But I'm feeling like there are not many people around you right now that really do that. Um, but you still have these things, you still have these things, these are these traits, these qualities that make you worthy. And not that you need to have a certain skill set to be worthy of, you know, like love and receiving, but just who you truly are, who you genuinely are at your core, is somebody that is deserving of, you know, beautiful opportunities and abundance and growth. And mhm, yeah, these, it's very frustrating. It really is very frustrating for me to tap into this energy because, like, I just want to pull you out. Take my hand. I got you, you know? Um, but I can't. No, I'm just here on the other side of the phone, and I want to let you know that you can do this. You can absolutely do this, and you can begin to slowly make changes to separate yourself away from here. And I did manifest. Wanted that every viewer that engaged, and not like comment share engagement, but like clicking on the video and watching it, you know, that is engagement, right? So everyone who watches this video, that, you know, they take these messages and that spirit would open more doors for them moving forward, you know, for safety, for sure, safety, we'll just safety for you. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like you're surrounded by too many people that love you with good intentions. That's what it is. It's people that they maybe, you know, they have love for you and they do love you, but they got a real fucked up way of showing it. And I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna channel. We'll channel some messages from your special person. Again, take it if it resonates, like Ace of Cups, Rite of Spring. And we had the cherry blossoms with spring. That is absolutely beautiful. Um, yeah, if you're connected to a lover that is also abusive in this way, um, I'm not channeling that person. I'm channeling a person, in a special person in your life that is out there looking for you. I have no words for your kindness and generosity. Yeah, I constantly feel you running through my veins. I can see eternity in your eyes. I live for your smile and would die for your kiss. I am electrified by you. No more. I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. You are worth fighting for. Okay. Real specific again. I feel like there's somebody in your energy field that, like, they have so much love and passion for you. Because, like, in here, we didn't get much, like, so just to give you a little, you know, background, like, I usually pull these here and try to extrapolate messages from that. But we got mostly message cards, which is interesting. Yeah, I feel you so strongly. I can taste your essence. This is somebody that you are connected to. I feel like this is someone that you've met before, that you've interacted with. Um, Someone that, maybe you've been very kind and generous with, and patient with. I feel you constantly running through my veins. Yeah, I feel like this person is like definitely heavy in your energy field. Um, this is supposed to be channeled messages about like what they want to say. Uh, I mean, I guess this is what they want to say. Like, I live for your smile and would die for your kiss. Like, I don't know, there's somebody out here wanting you bad. I can see eternity in your eyes. I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. I feel like there's someone here that they see you for who you truly are. I want to pull some more because I just this energy wanted to make themselves known. Spirit, can we? Okay, here we go. We have the Four of Hearts or the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles again. Ooh. Oh my god, all the cards are about to fall. Okay. We have the Nine of Hearts. We got two nines. You are my everything. Somebody out here pining for you. Oh, somebody wants you bad. Okay. I'm getting hot. Yeah, I am burning with passion for you. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna try not to read too much into it. I'm gonna grab my crystals again, and let's hone in. Okay, this person that's in your energy field, they can see very clearly who you are, and I feel like maybe because you're so much in all of these abusive situations, you've developed these masks. For some, I'm also hearing that like maybe you're a tad neurodivergent, and yeah. Mm. High masking for sure. High masking neurodivergence. So like maybe you're somewhere on the autism spectrum. Um, I was also picking up on like maybe stuttering in the beginning, right? Because I was having a hard time articulating, and I felt like it was a thing around expression. So like yeah, take that if it resonates. Maybe you could have had a stutter, or you're overcoming stuttering. Um, hmm So I feel like you are someone who is a high masking neurodiverse person, and this person here can see through your mask. hmm yeah, for sure. And this person is like just sitting there much like I am right now, just sitting there sweating over like thoughts of maybe one day having you. And if you are connected to another person, I can see that maybe this is like someone who's just, it's an unrequited love type of thing. um or maybe they have told you with that Ace of Cups, maybe they've tried to express it, or maybe they start to express it but then they get nervous and kind of backtrack, or if you are connected to another person, maybe they feel wrong for wanting to express these things. But in that Four of Hearts, I can see that there is this person can feel your stuck energy. Yeah, it feels like you're in this bloom stage and that you've hit this period of feeling stuck. And I think they really want you to know that like they believe in you. It says you're getting sleepy. I think they also want you to make sure that you're getting adequate sleep. um it's likely that, yeah, okay, wow, okay, this feels go ahead, spirit. um so for some of you, maybe you yourself, we were picking up on that. We had the Four of Swords that came out earlier, and we were talking about the whole thing of like maybe you've been woken up out of your sleep, or you are continually woken up out of sleep. So like to have to deal with other people's stuff. And so if you're struggling with like insomnia, I think that maybe this person that's connected to your energy is also struggling with being able to sleep. And I think that they're aware of that. It gives, I'm getting the feel here that like this person is also intuitive. Yeah, and so it's likely that they're aware that maybe this energy of not being able to sleep is something that's mirrored, and I think that they just want you to be able to have rest. I think they want you to, they're hoping and praying that you have the comfort that you need. to find, just to be able to find rest. We have keep the cobbler busy with that nine of diamonds or nine of pentacles, and I can see the your person wants you to. I said your person. They want to be your person so bad. um, so cute. Okay, they see you out here, being independent, and they want to make sure. I don't know, like, okay, maybe they want to know that like you're wearing the right shoes, or like, oh, I don't know, like there's something here because we have the shoes that came out, right? So maybe an element of just like they wouldn't want to walk in your shoes, um because they I guess they pick up on like how hard it is to be where you are, and I think that maybe you're even marrying this person in terms of like things that you're going through. um yeah, but keep the cobbler busy. Maybe they know that like you're a really busy person. Yeah, and that's also part of the reason why they're hoping that you find this rest. Like they just want you to be able to sleep. Like I think that's so precious and so pure. With the nine of hearts too, this is the nine of cups, and that's wish fulfillment. I feel like if you were to connect with this person, it would be like a dream come true. And I feel like this person really just wants to make you so happy and wants to take care of you. Like, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, no, okay. Some of the cards falling in my lap. We're gonna go ahead and channel some messages from we'll channel, yeah, just one message from your spiritual team, and we're going to use the spirit cats to get that message. That was so quick. It literally landed like right here. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. I feel like you have one spirit guide just standing there the whole time, like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my turn. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is also coming to a past loved one. I'm actually, oh gosh, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Tending the garden. Meet Gala. Her peculiar flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months, she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeked out of the soil. Gaia loved and protected them from the wondrous blossoms burst until the wondrous blossoms. What? Tongue twister. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting emotional. Let's just read the whole sentence over. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blossoms burst forth. What seeds can you nurture in your heart? What garden are you trying to grow? I think that's absolutely so beautiful. And like, okay, can we just talk about the parallels? I really think that like your guides want you to know about like this person, right? And maybe even like there's an element here, like I'm seeing so much duality. Like there's an element here, right? We talked about you like growing these seeds, right? We had that seven of pentacles come out twice for you, or no, three times for you. Yeah, we had it in your energy check, we had it come out in what others see about you, and then we had it on that last one on the second shuffle, right, of the wild unknown. So that seven of pentacles to further confirm that you are growing things and that you want to be able to grow things. So pay attention to this here because your guides want to bless you with that. But I also feel like this person for you is Gala, and I feel like your person is just out here watering the earth and singing patient love songs, and they're, yeah, other kitties are not understanding why this person is just in there. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Other people are not understanding why Gala is putting so much time and energy into like this area of life, and Gala's just out here like, whatever. And then now it's like the loving and protecting until wondrous blossoms burst forward. I feel like this person really wants to just take care of you, and I feel like that's so fucking sweet. uh, it's so beautiful. There is someone out there. I promise you, there is someone out there. And like, maybe you know this person, maybe you don't know this person. Maybe they're too scared to come forward. And um, I'm not telling you like leave everything for the possibility of this person existing. But maybe you can walk through life a little more confidently, knowing that there is someone out there who sees you and who wishes nothing but the best for you, and that given the opportunity, they would fight for you and they would love and protect you. Okay, so we're going to get some advice moving forward, and then we're going to close out your reading. If I could not shake the table. Fun. Let's get one more. Oh, that one. Fun labyrinth. Big deck energy is forgiveness. Okay. Baby, you do not have to forgive these people, but you have to forgive yourself. Oh, actually, and forgive me too, because I was not looking. There we go. You don't have to forgive these people, but you have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and understand that maybe you simply just didn't know better, and you did the best that you could with the situations that you were given. And maybe you made some unsavory choices along the way, but tapping into your energy, there's a certain purity that you have about you. And I think that this season for you is overcoming a lot of unlinking your self-worth to productivity and what you can do for others and how you show up for others. um, you're on that path. Like, I really picked up heavily on the introspection here. For some of you, maybe you're like freshly starting some kind of healing journey. For some, I'm feeling like a maybe like a shaman or something to that effect. For some of you, it could even just be as simple as therapy. But I see that you're really trying to understand yourself on a deeper level. And I mean, you've also come to a tarot reading, right? So maybe you're also getting more tarot readings, and with the focus on understanding yourself better. And I want to say that I applaud you for that. But understand and know that you don't have to forgive these people. Some of what happened to you is like really fucked up. And, I picked up on a lot of that dark energy, and I didn't want to go too deep into it when we were looking at why you don't see the things that you see. But, there was just that heaviness, right? And so if these people put you into this place, you kind of have to question, like, how, yeah, so what, they love you, but again, they got a real fucked up way of showing it. And so, forgive yourself a little, and hopefully that can help you to move on. In the fun card, I'm saying, like, literally go have fun. Take a day for yourself. If you can't take a whole day yet, like, take a few minutes. Maybe take a different route on the way home, and stop at like a park or something for a few minutes, um, or like on your way in the morning, or like while you're doing an errand for someone. Like, you could be late, you could be a little late, you could take your time a little bit, right? Maybe if you have work deadlines that you can't miss, then like, obviously don't listen to me on that. But like, when it comes to these people who are like so demanding in your life and your energy, you could take your time a little bit, especially if things haven't been working out. Like, you can start to back off a little bit, and maybe take an actual lunch break for once, and like, really connect with your surroundings as you're traveling, as you're eating. Be intentional about those things, and say, I'm opening myself up to more fun experiences. And I feel like the more you do that, the more you'll be able to find joy in those things. With the labyrinth card, I do feel like Yeah, for some of you, you've already started this and you have someone to kind of help guide you through. But if you feel that you want to reach out to, someone to guide you in like a specific way, for some, I'm saying like maybe you want to go back to school for something, or there's just something that you want to do, but it, like the way to it is long and winding. I'm feeling that this is your sign to like engage in that. And yeah, I'm picking up like higher learning for sure for some. Hmm. Because like I mean, life itself is a labyrinth. I'm gonna read from the guidebook. Oh, bump the light. Yeah, maybe people are just trying to bump your light and get you out of whack. The affirmation is, I know myself. Okay, hold on. I'll put those down for a sec. Um, okay, so the affirmation is, I know myself. I think that maybe even as a high masking individual that works often and does so much for their family often, and maybe some of you are actually still in school too. I didn't even consider that, but yeah, maybe you're still in school, or you've recently gone back to school for something, um, or like maybe there's just, or like you're taking a class, or like it could literally be anything. You'll know, take it as it resonates. But as a high masking individual that has all these obligations to other people, other friend groups, other responsibilities, someone who is um, always working, because the archetype of like the King of Wands and all that putting things into action, I get that like you're busy in a lot of more aspects than just showing up for these people. And so it's likely that maybe you're at a place where you've been transmuting and transforming and transcending, and you maybe feel like you don't know who you are now. Yeah, the shadow meaning is denial, being on autopilot, not reflecting or being conscious, feeling lost. So for some of you, I feel like maybe you feel like you don't know yourself, because most of your personality is now rooted in doing these things for other people, um, or like you don't know how to exist or how to connect with other people very well outside of work and responsibility. um, and so I really feel like you forgive yourself here, and then you move forward and having fun, and I think that you're gonna learn some things about yourself. Like, to give you an example, just using like my life a little bit as reference. When I started on my healing journey, I also started to realize that there was an aspect of me that didn't really know how to exist outside of certain parameters, because of just me being neurodiverse and having the having some CPTSD in the brain. And it, it took me some time to filter through certain things and certain experiences, and like I started to realize that I don't think I like coffee that much. But I grew up in like a big coffee drinking household, and there were so many things about like good coffee and this and that. And I'm finding that like these days I kind of prefer matcha, and I prefer like green teas for energy, and that little bit of caffeine. Like I'm not big on coffee too much. I like tea. um and so like that's something small, right? On that side of it. But there were more instances where like even just certain things that I started noticing more and more, and it came through separating myself from these people and surrounding myself with people that I wanted to either be more like, or um, had qualities that were able to take me to the next level that I wanted to get to. And so as I started to separate myself from the energies in my life that were very domineering, I started to learn these other things about myself. And I feel like that's where you're meant to be. You're meant to have fun here, and maybe it's going to a new place to eat and ordering a different dish just to see, um like figure it out, and have fun figuring out who you are, because I feel like a lot of what you've been through has put you in a place of just taking on other people's stuff. And this is why maybe you're also not feeling fulfilled and you're seeing yourself as that failure, because you're not living a life that is true to what you actually want. You're still out here living for other people. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive yourself for that. Okay. I think that's all I got. hmm I hope that was insightful, and I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you can, use this and refer back to it when you need it. And just to remind yourself that, like, you are that bitch. No gender on it. You are that bitch. You got this. You could do this. You are intuitive as fuck. You are a planner. You are a builder. You are very creative, highly creative. We have all that wands energy that was coming out in your reading. Highly creative, highly dedicated. Um, like, yes, just all the yes. I wish nothing but the best for you. And as always, know that you are loved, you are loved, and you are so worthy of love. So be well, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, sunrays and moonbeams. For those of you who chose group number 2 in the Sweet Dreams spell jar, this is going to be your reading. All right, I'm going to put that right over there. So to get started, we're going to look at current energies and situations, and we have Bluebell. I'm hearing looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah. For some of you, you're like on an active search for love. Love or partnership or friendship. The thing about bluebells is that there's this old belief that like they used to have back in the day, where there was like a whole little thing that you could say to the bluebell, and if you slept or if you put it under your pillow, and then like your person would manifest for you. And so I get this energy that, like, yeah, maybe, like, I feel like you're looking for love specifically. Maybe for some of you, not actively, but like you're open to the idea of love or more loving connections with people. Let me look at the book. Ooh, good luck and prosperity. So for some of you, maybe you recently felt like you've been on a lucky streak. Maybe you've just come into, like some good things in your life. For some, I'm saying, like, starting a new job, or maybe you've recently come into some money. But yeah, there's definitely an element here. I feel like you're looking for love. You're looking for more luck, maybe. Or maybe for some of you, you're worried, like, about when your luck is gonna run out, because you've been on this lucky streak. All right, so let's look at personality traits, ways that you would see that this is about you. Let's move this over here. We have the Princess of Swords. Underneath it says the activist. So for some of you, you could be an activist right now, or just, in general. You can consider yourself an activist. Maybe for some of you, you are actively taking action, which I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because we need more people like you. Okay. There's an element here of you being really crafty with your words. That Princess of Swords is someone who is a communicator. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Yeah, so for some of you, I'm seeing that there's something here about, like, your communication skills being highlighted. You have a way with words. You can also be very persuasive. Let's see. Let's get another card. You could also be an earth sign. Sorry, not earth sign. air sign. uh, Take it if it resonates though. Maybe you are an earth sign. But because we have the Princess of Swords, I'm getting heavy like um Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it doesn't have to be. Oh, we got two. I have the Fool card. Okay, so that's more Aquarius energy. And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this paints a little bit more of a picture. So yeah, definitely heavy air energy, strong Aquarius, but all air signs. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. And swiftness is the trigger word underneath. So what I'm seeing here is you are someone who, yeah, because we're looking at like current energy and archetypes. So I see that you're ready to make this huge change. Like you're ready to take this leap of faith. And you're kind of just examining your outcome here, or the possible outcomes. With that Three of Swords, I would say that you've recently went through a lot of pain. I'm seeing like heartbreak. Of course, we have sorrow as the word on the bottom. But yeah, a lot of grief, a lot of heartache. For some specifically, I know that's a bathtub, right? This is a bathtub. Yeah, it's a bathtub. But I'm picking up on like maybe you did have someone pass away recently. Um, yeah, maybe like a friend or a family member. There's something here about loss for sure. Um, I feel like you're just trying to get by and you're just trying to trudge through and make it, and take action on certain things. I see you as being maybe, yeah, heavy on like taking action for stuff because we have that like Fool card and we have the Eight of Wands, and so there's a lot of movement that comes with that. But I really feel a lot of like pain and loss and grief that's coming through here. And for some of you, maybe you're open to this love because you've gone through this like ending. Or maybe you've gone through a harsh ending and you're looking for more, just, yeah, more loving connections to come in. um I really see you as a person who, it seems like you like to go with the flow, but you have strong morals. um there's something about your energy that could be flighty, um and unpredictable. Maybe people are kind of like, I don't know what's coming next, or I don't know what they're gonna do next, type of thing. um this gives me the vibe of somebody who lives very much in the moment, for sure. hmm Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get you some additional messages, and to take the edge off before we dive deep, let's just just shuffle up. Oh, what was that? We have, okay. Oh no, that was from the other group. Let's get that out of there. Okay, I think we just got the one. Just this one. Wait, not me holding the hands backwards too. That's so funny. I think it makes it so much funnier that they were backwards. All right, let's see what we had here. We have manifest. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, you're manifesting a specific person in your life, or you're just manifesting more loving connections because you've gone through this break and, oh yeah, this breakup, or because of the loss that you've suffered. You're just looking to connect more with like community, in that aspect. You picked the sweet dreams, and so maybe you're like dreaming of love. Maybe you've been dreaming of like a connection. Maybe that was for you too, because maybe it's a specific person that you have your eye on. But yeah, there's definitely a focus of love here, like wanting to love, wanting to be in love. Um, yeah. So, and in terms of who you are, so just to recap that, I want to see if there's anything else that I missed. So we talked about you being a great communicator and being able to really, convey certain ideas. Maybe for some of you, you can be a little bit on the hot-headed side too. Um, I'm seeing like maybe a certain aloofness. If you resonate with being an air sign, I mean, just it is what it is. We be aloof. um, hmm Yeah. about to charge forward to something, taking a leap of faith in a certain direction, or just in life in general. I'm heavy on the loss, and yeah, the Eight of Wands with the swiftness. Oh yeah, coming in with the swiftness. You're making plans, you're doing things. We also have the Moon card on the bottom of that. So for some of you, you resonate as someone who's deeply intuitive. Maybe you're like me and you read tarot too, or you have other methods of channeling the divine, or you just are someone who has very strong spiritual practices, or maybe you're developing them. Yeah, I wasn't reading off the bottom of the deck for others, but we were just gonna do it. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles again, someone who is um focused on refining a certain skill set, or just working on something, but you're not quite there yet. um or maybe you're prepared to work. That's what it is. Yeah, you're prepared to work. Let's put these cards away. So if that resonates with you, then this is going to be your reading. So we're going to go ahead and start with what you don't see about yourself. So I just want to say, like, group one was very different than, or group one flowed in a very different way from how I intended this reading to flow. So we'll see how it goes from here. Okay. We have the Six of Wands. We have the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords, and then I'm gonna get 3 more. This is a really interesting energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and Justice. Big deck energy is the Five of Cups. So it's a little similar to group number one, because there's an element here of you not necessarily seeing these things. Oh wait, hold on. Duh. We said, what don't you see? But it feels like you maybe don't get recognition around these things. It's not necessarily that you're not like that. So that's what it is. It's similar to group one in the sense of, like, maybe you're not getting the recognition for it. You're a very quick thinker, like insanely quick, and I think that you're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. um yeah, there's something here about, like, your mental capacity. You're also not seeing yourself as maybe as stable as other people are seeing you. I know I mentioned that I was picking up on, like, a flighty energy in the beginning, but, like, yeah, I don't think people actually see it that way. And I'm feeling like maybe the word flighty came out just because I was channeling from you and your energy. Like, you see yourself as flighty, but people actually say it was pretty stable, and pretty grounded. I think one of the biggest things is that you're just out here. To other people, they see you out here doing your thing, and they're just like, yeah, that's group two, and they just be out here transmuting pain, and they're always operating out of this moral compass that is, so immaculately pure. um I think you hide your sadness very, maybe. Yeah, I think you hide your sadness a little bit too well. You hide your pain, and so people are kind of assuming that you're transmuting it. um but I think it's more than that. I think you actually, yeah, no, I think you actually, you're doing it. That Page of Pentacles tells me that like you're just starting on things. Um, hmm. You don't see that you, yeah, you don't see that you're just starting. That you've only just begun. Yeah. There's a lot of like childlike energy in here, and so maybe some of you, you see yourself as like, a child still, or I mean, I don't know. Can we be real? Because like I'm getting, I'm not terribly up there in age. I'm still very young. But sometimes I'm like, I'm just a kid in this adult body and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's a vibe, right? um, but you have like a certain youthfulness to yourself that I think maybe you don't see. And so if you're an older person, maybe you've been feeling your age a little bit recently, and so you don't necessarily feel that you're um, the the words. Can I find the words? I need to tap deeper into your energy so I can get that wordiness out here. um but yeah, like there's just something very youthful and fun about your energy. And I see that like you try to be as fair as possible. um we'll look at why you don't see these things in just a minute. But yeah, yo, you know what? No. Okay, I'm picking up on a couple of things. So I feel like for some people in your life, yeah, because like honestly, I pulled the cards and I was like, but really, like, this doesn't make sense. I think because there are a lot of people in your energy field that they love and care about you, and I think that maybe some people, don't see, and some people do see. Yeah, with that Six of Wands, some people see, some people recognize, and some people don't. So some people can see the pain. They see that Ten of Swords, and you don't. Um, like, or you think that you're hiding it well, but like they can tell that like you really have this sadness about you, but that you're doing your best to overcome it, and you're doing your best to stay in a happy energy. um but other people who maybe don't know you as well, yeah, like it's giving like inner circle, outer circle. And so maybe for your outer circle, they think that like, oh yeah, like they're not really bothered by it, because they're just out here doing XYZ. And I admire them because they're just out here living and doing and following their intuition. um, but the people in your inner circle, they know, maybe it's just because you haven't shared with like your outer circle, quote unquote, or you've not been as vulnerable with them. But I think that the people that are closest to you, yeah, in your inner circle, um that they're more than aware of this pain. Like we had that Three of Swords come up in the beginning of your reading, the literal heartbreak card, and then we've got this Ten of Swords. Like that person fucked up. Like, damn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. You don't deserve none of that. Um, yeah. I don't know who did that to you, but I want to fight them. Um, you want me to take my 10 swords? I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find them. Who hurt you? Because then we also had that Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and like, yeah, there's like the Depression card. And so I think that the people that are closest to you, they see how much you struggle and they see how much you try, and they're very inspired by how you are overcoming. And maybe for you, you're just like, no, for some of you, you feel like you just don't have a choice. You're like, yeah, I just, what else am I gonna do, sit here and be sad? um you know that type of vibe. For some of you, they see that people can tell that you are just full of this beautiful childlike wonder. And I think maybe some people envy that. There might be some people that are, not, I don't channel abusive people. No, I mean, it happens sneakily in group number one, but we got to the bottom of that shit real quick. um so yeah, but I'm picking up here like there may be some people in your energy field that are actually jealous. Maybe some people like love hate you, or hate to love you, and because of that they like may act certain ways toward you, to make you feel more this. like more Ten of Swords, more Five of Cups, rather than like this monarch energy that comes out here, you know? I feel like deep within you, you have this sense of just a very regal energy. Hmm. And maybe for some of you, because I am picking up on like some of you being on the younger side, because we had that page and we had the Six of Cups. um so if you are on the younger side, maybe this is also just about the potential, like people around you can see the potential that you have, um to achieve your dreams and your goals. Mhm. Yeah, because that regal energy gets stuff done, and that Six of Wands is like, it's I'm gonna do it, and that's it's a little bit similar to group number one. Maybe some of you are watching both, looking to see if you can get more than one message, which is absolutely okay. Remember, only take what resonates. I want to read the Six of Cups in here. Oh, new relations, new environment, new knowledge. Yeah, so for some of you, like, I'm picking up on an energy of, you've been working really hard towards, like, or you're just starting a journey to work hard toward a goal. Yeah, because we had that Fool card come out, so it definitely feels like a new energy. Um, take it if it resonates. It could just be like it's a new semester at school or something to that effect. Depending on whenever you watch this. These readings are supposed to be timeless, so for whenever you're seeing this, it could be 3 years from now. But it definitely feels like a lot of people are watching you embark on this new journey, and they are just absolutely inspired by you and how you're moving forward in this way. So I'm very curious now as to why you don't see this, bestie. Let's just clear that energy. So again, I just want to give that trigger warning. The messages from group number one were intense. I want to try not to get too deep. Still want to keep a little lightheartedness. But if anything makes you feel uncomfortable, please know that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, not right now. It's okay to say no, I don't know when. Okay, so why don't you see this? Eight of Wands. The Sun. The Nine of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Let's get two more, or three more rather. The World. Oh gosh, like half the deck just fell out of my hand. Two more cards. The Two of Pentacles. And the Son of Wands. Big deck energy is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, definitely a lot of similarities to group number one. So like if you were feeling like going back, like, or if you were struggling between group one and group two, and you ultimately chose group two, and maybe you feel like you want to watch group one too, I would say go back and watch that. But you don't have to if you don't want to, and if it didn't call to you, then don't. Again, if it don't apply, let it fly. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. I feel like that's a really big thing right now. I don't know why I keep feeling called to say that and to remind you. Okay. So why don't you see it? You don't see it because in the past, a lot of people have stopped you from taking action toward what you want. For some of you, I'm feeling like this could be like, it could just be like depression. You got the big sad right now, and that's clouding your judgment. Maybe these are things that you know about yourself, because like while I was pulling your cards, I felt like it's something that you should know about yourself. But I think that maybe you're just stuck in a dark place right now. And so it's harder for you to acknowledge those things about yourself. But I think you have that deep and inner knowing that these are, beautiful qualities that you have to yourself. Um, Maybe for some of you, people around you haven't like actually expressed it. Or maybe there's this idea that you have that, um, like, you're just saying that, or the people are gonna say stuff just to be nice, like, I don't feel like you're necessarily believing people, because it feels like it could just be that chemical imbalance. um it could also be, I'm picking up on like a little bit of maybe like ADHD and rejection sensitivity coming in, um or this feeling of like obsessing over every little thing, in terms of like, did I say the right thing, did I do the right thing. I'm getting heaviness on like, like neurodiverse community in this one. um and so it's likely that you struggle to maybe even just understand, um like basic human interaction. And I don't say basic in the way of like, oh, you don't understand this basic ass thing. I mean it in the way of like what people consider to be like regular interactions between, neurotypicals, which, why am I saying regular, just interactions between neurotypicals. You have a hard time comprehending some of that. And so it's likely that you've developed a sense of hypervigilance, from not having your care needs met as a child. um, yeah. And I'm also picking up on like maybe some situations that were uh, okay, situations that are not necessarily abusive situations for a neurotypical, but is definitely abuse for someone who is, on the neurodivergent spectrum. um it seems like a lot of your basic needs, as and I say basic in that way. I know that sometimes it can be a little bit more complex, but as someone who's also neurodivergent, like, they are it's basic needs, baby. They're just different from what other people need. And so I feel like there's that struggle there. um, so I just want to remind you that the people around you love and care for you. No, you are surrounded by good people. I mean, there may be some people that are not the greatest people, but I feel like you already pick up on that. Especially if you're hypervigilant, you can kind of already suss out the people that are like, fake. And maybe it's like fakeness within a friend group, or like you have certain family members that you just connect to more than others. And so it gives me this vibe that like, yeah, it's I feel like a lot of people have always told you like, oh, it's all in your head, right? But that doesn't necessarily help you to move past it. So I want to just give you that bit of like, understanding yourself a little bit better, to know that, it's your friends. Your friends love you. Your friends care about you. Your loved ones. I'm saying loved ones. I'm picking up like, I'm not saying family much. as as the little bloop bloop comes on from Instagram and a friend pops in. Um, yeah, so I'm picking up on like heavy friends. So like maybe you have more chosen family that you connect with, and like, blood relatives, um, or whatever type of, just like relatives, in like a familial sense, that you're, mhm, yeah, that they're coming through strong, more strong in this reading. Yeah, I'm getting like soul family vibes too. Because these are really good cards to have. So like, I'm a little bit confused, because I was expecting, like something else. But yeah, I want to remind you that your friends think you're really fucking awesome, and they are inspired by you. And again, like maybe there's some people in your friend group that are not, and it could be that like maybe this person feels so much love and care for you, but their best friend maybe is like that friend that's not, like they're kind of a shitty person. They can be sweet, but like they have tendencies to be shitty to other people. um for some, I'm also picking up like maybe some people are jealous of you and they try to like feed you false narratives about yourself. And they kind of played on like that rejection sensitivity, and those like consuming thoughts of like, did I do something wrong, or is this person mad at me. hmm and with the Seven of Swords as your big deck energy, like we have the moon come out again. um but that it tells me there's an overall feeling of like maybe you're just being dishonest with yourself. um for some of you, I say this with all love because I love you. But for some of you, I feel like you're just not trying to hear it. And so I'm glad that you clicked on this reading, because I'm gonna fucking tell you. I'm gonna tell you that you're the shit. um, and give yourself credit. Like don't don't do this. Don't be this to yourself. Again, I mean, I'm also picking up that like it could be from family stuff. But I'm seeing it like in this current, in this current energy, because you had so much like friend energy come through, that the reason why maybe you're not believing your friends is because, like, I don't know, that's just how friends are supposed to be. They're just supposed to tell you good things. They're just supposed to, you know make you feel happy. They're supposed to be there, for this and that. But maybe you think that some people are doing it out of like obligation, and maybe some people are, but the majority of the people coming through in your energy field, I feel like they're not that way. So if it's like one person that's making you question everything, then fuck them. Like I said, give me the 10 swords. I'm ready to put them all in. I will destroy that person for you. I'll be the Rottweiler to your orange cat. Okay. We're going to get some channeled messages from your special person. And so I said this for group number 1, but we weren't picking up on too much loving energy in group number 1. I didn't want to give any spoilers. Damn, I think I'll put like a spoiler alert for group 1 in the caption if I remember. If not, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm really feeling that like if you're not connected to a special person, this is the next person coming into your life. Romantically, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the cat's meow. I miss you more than you know. Is this somebody that they know, Spirit? Let me have some indication if this is someone you know. Oh gosh. Okay. Clear, honest messages. I would say with the I miss you more than you know, this could be somebody that's already in your energy field. Here, let's read from these first, and then I'll pull some more. We have the cat's meow. Yeah. I think that's so cute. That's like an idiom, right? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Like, you are the cat's meow. um with that Ace of Pentacles too, like, okay, I mean, it definitely feels like a new energy. Or maybe it's like a new energy from a person that you already know. We'll pull some more. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna burp. Excuse me, that was also like really weak. Don't judge me. I promise I can burp better than that. Okay, the cat's meow. Very appealing. Oh, is used to say, yeah. It's something that is considered outstanding. Oh, yeah, I love that. Oh my god, a fun fact, it was like from 1920s slang, something splendid or stylish, similar to the bee's knees. So, like, this is such a beautiful energy that I'm picking up on for you, and like that I miss you more than you know. This could be somebody that you already know, It's giving me a little feeling of like maybe someone that's got a crush on you. This could also be someone that maybe you haven't met yet, but like I'm getting the sense that it could be like a soulmate that you were connected to in a past life. And so um, they're probably, subconsciously searching for you in this lifetime, or maybe consciously for some of you. Yes, for some of you they're consciously searching for you too. And they know that you're out there, and they know that this energy, this soul person that they're meant to walk through the next part of their life with is out there, and they're missing your energy and what you had from a previous life. Let's get some more. My love for you is without bound. Your beauty cascades over me. And so, take it as it resonates. If you identify as someone who is more on the handsome side, then please take that. We have the Eight of Swords. Lady Coolers. They're fans. If you are part of the LGBTQ plus community, I feel like this person definitely is. They got them clackers. Are you connected to someone who's a clacker? We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person wants you to know that like they really want to communicate with you. For some of you, if this is somebody that's in your energy field, or like that personally already, they really want to talk to you. They really want to communicate this with you. They want to start something up here. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, collaboration. Wheels to rule the road. Yeah, this person's coming. Ooh, baby, this person's coming for you. And not in like a bad coming for you way. Like they're coming to get you. Oh my god, another ace of wands. For some of you, this person, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm picking up more strongly that, oh gosh, we have the Six of Hearts or the Six of Cups. Yeah, big soulmate energy. Be still, my heart. Be still, my heart. You got somebody in their feels. Somebody deep in their feels. We have You Are My Everything coming out on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so this person really wants to talk to you. They really want to communicate this desire to grow things and build things with you. We're also seeing that Ace of Wands for some of you. They pleasure themselves to pictures and photos and thoughts of you. And that Six of Cups, be still, my heart. Oh my gosh, you make this person so giddy. Like the Six of Cups is also a soulmate card for me, and like a soulmate reunion card. So like, yeah, I do see you connecting. This person's also really nervous. I didn't even talk about that. We were talking about the fans and the clackers, right? But with that Eight of Swords, I'm seeing this person's very nervous about maybe expressing this to you. Yeah, you make them so nervous. That's so cute. Yeah, they really want to talk to you. Let's get some more. That's how I feel like that's how bad they want to talk to you. Like we have the King of Swords. So much swords energy, definitely heavy on the communication. I feel like this person, once they start talking to you, they can go on and on for forever. They feel like they could talk to you about anything. I feel like they also see you as very smart. No, I am electrified by you. I believe you. Okay. I'm picking up on something very specific. If there's something that you have told someone or confided in someone, or maybe you were in a situation and maybe people around you aren't believing you, this person believes you. I'm getting a little angry because I'm feeling like this could also be something around assault. Maybe you were assaulted by someone and you opened up to some people, and maybe you got like mixed, feedback from others. Maybe some people don't believe that you were actually abused by this person. Like, that, not this person. This person wouldn't do that, right? But like, whew, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like filled with fury and rage right now. Um, hmm Yeah, that Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords is really sticking out to me from the beginning of your reading. Um, hmm If you're seeing this, I just want to say, like, I told you I'm put 10 swords in this motherfucker. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for yelling, but like, this person here, they believe you. They believe you, and I think it really bothers them that you've gone through what you've gone through. Again, take this if this resonates. If this is not part of your message, then it could just be something else that you had happen, or maybe this is also just like, I believe you, I believe that there's a soul connection that leads me to you. But I'm picking up really strongly, and I want to talk about what I'm picking up on really strongly, that whole situation of like you being abused or assaulted by somebody, and people not believing you. And I just want you to know, I feel it, I believe you, because it wouldn't come out in a reading if it wasn't true, right? And you know what happened to you, and I'm really sorry that someone thought that it was okay to do that shit to you. You know, because my following, like, and the people that interact with my content, because it's so small, I take some of these messages very personally, because I feel like, the chances of you, my viewer, being somebody that's already, following me, that I know personally, because I don't have too many um I don't have too many outside viewers right now. Everything is just inside in my, in my circle. So I'm taking this personally, because I feel like I know you watching this, and I, like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what the future holds, and if you're gonna watch this reading, but like, it's, I feel like it's even stronger, because like I can feel like I know you, or because I feel like I know you. Um, just, if this is you, message me, because we're gonna take care of whoever hurt you. We're gonna take care of them. Big deck energy is the ginger figgle. Yeah, this person wants to laugh with you. This person sees that pain that you're carrying around from this instance, and they want to be able to make you laugh. They want to be able to make you smile. They want to come into this offer. Yeah, we also have both jokers were next to each other. Yeah, they want to joke with you. They want to laugh with you, and they want to help take the edge off. um mhm. For some, I mean, like, it's a Hendrix gin thing, and so I wasn't really picking up, too much on it, but we have a lot of the cards that have recipes on them for drinks, and so I feel like this person wants to, like, be able to provide for you. um yeah, and I think this person, maybe, they want to have fun, and they want to, like, go out and drink with you, but I think that, they may be worried, because they see what everything that you're dealing with, and um mhm, yeah, they see what you're dealing with, and they see that you could use a laugh, you could use some sunlight, some, happy energy, and they just want to give that to you. So know that this person exists, this person is out there. And I'm dead ass serious. If I know you and somebody assaulted you, and people are not believing you, message me. You are a dream come true. I am shocked at your existence. This person literally loves you so much. Yeah, for some of you, there it is. For some of you, you don't know this person. And it says, I am entwined in the thought of finding you one day. So you don't know them in this, like, current timeline, but you are going to meet them soon. Okay. Let's go ahead, and we'll see from spirits and your guides, your ancestors. We're going to get an uplifting message now about moving forward, and then we'll get some advice moving forward. I'm feeling, if you resonated with in the beginning of the reading that somebody passed away recently, then I believe this person is coming through here. And If that doesn't resonate with you, then I feel like there is a specific ancestor that's choosing to come through here. So we have this beautiful kitty, the little swirl. We have Seeker. Meet Spiral. He is always searching, reaching, seeking, questioning. He even looks a bit like a question mark. He is an endlessly curious kitty, peering into the mystery and seeing what stars he can bring home to his family. Follow this kitty as you spiral inward and seek to understand yourself more fully. Peer deep into what you feel, what you believe, and what you know. Ask what is hiding beneath this feeling. Where did this belief originate? And where is it taking me? What are the treasures of meaning and understanding that I can distill from each experience? Spiral is calling you to begin your quest today. I love how it came full circle from the Fool card in the beginning of your reading. I definitely feel like, yeah, peer deeper into what you feel and what you believe and what you know. What is hiding beneath this feeling? Yeah, you're definitely being called to pull inward and to engage in introspection. There are new opportunities out there for you. New opportunities that will help you to expand and grow, and also to move past this situation. Was it this group that I felt that you might have recently started therapy, or was that group one? Now I can't remember. But take this as your sign, like, no, this is your call to go within a little bit. We have guidance. Funny, you're here getting guidance, right? But I think this is also about self. We did pick up in the beginning that some of you might read tarot, right? So yeah, definitely there are more personal messages that I feel like are here. We have shadow. So if you read, then I think that this person has passed on, or this specific ancestor wants to, yep, more beeps. They want to connect with you. We have knowledge. And then big deck energy is Gaia. For some of you, this could be the spirit of Mother Gaia. I feel like I'm hearing very strongly, because because you take care of the earth, we take care of you. Yeah, some of you might be an activist for specifically for the earth and for just conserving our planet. Yeah, confirmation. It's also the 2-minute mark, but the timing. Yeah, because we had that activist card that came out in the beginning of your reading. So yeah, because you have blessed the earth, Mama Gaia wants to bless you now. I'm really saying that, yeah, moving forward, you're being called to have a deeper connection with your own inner guidance. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling a lot of different things. It feels like you can go anywhere from here. You just take that leap of faith that the Fool card showed you in the beginning and understand yourself a little bit better, and you truly can go anywhere from here. I see you really gaining knowledge. Again, keep doing that. For some, I'm seeing like looking at books too to help you process some of the things that you've been through. I'll give the recommendation just because it's something that I'm reading right now, but there's The Body Keeps Score. Because I'm feeling like there's an element here of like a physical aspect, or like that. I think it's a good read, but if you don't choose that one, then I'm seeing that you're being called to really focus and study something here, that something that will help to deepen your connection to the divine and deepen your understanding of self. With shadow, I feel like shadow work is also going to be beneficial here for you. So yeah, and shadow work using tarot cards, if it's not something that you feel comfortable doing, there's plenty of journal prompts that you can find around your specific situation, to be able to write certain things down and work through them that way. And again, my circle here is small, so if you need to, you can always DM me on Instagram, and you know, we'll get you some help. We can work it out. Mhm. I want to see from Mama Gaia. I'm knocking stuff over. The affirmation here is, I am deeply connected to healing myself and Gaia. But the personal reflection is, what act of self-care can I carry out today? The shadow meaning in here is like disconnection, selfishness, harmful behavior, littering, and wastefulness. Now, I don't think that you're a person who is, littering, and I don't think that you're being wasteful, because we did get all of that activism energy in the beginning of your reading, and I'm just picking up that that's not you, but I'm really pulled to that harmful behavior. Um, Sometimes when somebody hurts us, we feel the need to hurt ourselves because it makes us feel in control of the pain that we're experiencing. And so I just want to say that you better not be out here harming yourself, boo boo. I'll be real upset at you, but I'm gonna still love the shit out of you, and I promise to be patient with you. But there are other ways to cope with the pain that you're feeling. um, so just be mindful, and if you do notice that you're engaging in harmful behavior, remember, your friends love you and your friends care about you. And honestly, yeah, the whole inner circle, outer circle, you know, go with your inner circle. But also, if there's somebody in your inner circle that doesn't believe you, don't go to them. Don't go to them. Only talk to the people that believe you, because right now I feel like you're in a very sensitive place, and because you're meant to go into this place of introspection, you can't be out here sharing with everybody. And I think that you really need to focus on maybe one or two people to be your support, um, and to be closest to you to help you through this time. Because, sometimes it could just be like, hey, can you be on FaceTime with me while I do XYZ? Or, hey, could I call you, for a sec? I just want to vent. Um, you do have people around you and in your life that are willing to do that. Every act of love and kindness creates positive change. But also, you don't need to have any love and kindness to whoever abused you. Have love and kindness to yourself. What act of self-care can I engage in? That is your personal reflection with this card. What act of self-care? You do enough for the earth. You do enough for humanity as a whole in your activism. Um, take some time for yourself. Yes, that's it. That's all I have for you. Um, I'm still trying to cool off from these messages. I think I'm gonna have to take a break before I do the next group. Uh, but know that you do have people around you that love and support you. You have people that believe in you. You do have a love interest that's trying to come into your life. They're a little bit nervous. They're a little bit shy. They might take some time, but they're coming. Trust, they're coming. Hmm. And as always, know that I love you and that you are love. You are loved, and you are worthy of love without strings. Okay? So be well, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, sun rays and moonbeams. For those of you who chose group number 3 for this amazing little spell jar, this is going to be your reading. Put it right up there. All right, so let's dive right into it. I pre-shuffled this card, but the rest will be live shuffling. So we have, I believe this is pronounced Padak. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody please tell me. But this flower is native to places like Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. So it's likely that you could have heritage there, or maybe it could have some just some kind of significance toward you, like those areas geographically. It's funny because like I picked up on a location for like group 1, but I didn't necessarily pick up on a location for group number 2. But for this one, it's like I feel like it's coming through very strongly, because of like where this plant is native to, right? What else? There's an element here of like tradition or following traditions. But I wouldn't say that you're a traditional person, but maybe you just have an appreciation for traditions. I'm also seeing that there's like a lot of new energy around you. It's likely that you're in a place of receiving, um, hmm, just receiving in general. I can see like opportunities are finding their way to you. Maybe you've recently gained new opportunity in something. For some, I'm seeing like maybe it's a new work opportunity or just new creative opportunities as well. Um, hmm. I would say there's like a lot of like manifestation coming through that also came through in group number two, but like I'm seeing this as like where group number two, it felt like they were just starting to manifest things. It feels like your manifestations are starting to come true. What else can we see about this flower? Hmm. I believe they're a symbol of strength and love. Let's look at the book. Ooh, self-actualization. Take efforts to prepare yourself for good news. So maybe this is a sign here that if you have been manifesting something, that an opportunity is coming to you shortly. Um, take it how it resonates. Hmm. Yeah, there's also a message in here of reminding yourself that you're worthy of these experiences and these things. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull now from the Urban Tarot, and we're going to see if we can see some more personality traits and things to describe you a little bit better. So group number 3. Oh, flew halfway across the room. So maybe you travel a lot, maybe you fly often, maybe you're just always on the go. I have the 10 of Cups. For some of you, you could be married, you could have children. For some, I'm seeing that you could resonate as being part of the LGBTQ community. Again, this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates. For some, maybe it's not marriage, but the 10 of Cups gives me like a strong family feeling. This card often symbolizes things like happiness and joy and completion around family. It doesn't necessarily have to be completion, but so I'm getting, like you could be connected to someone who you feel is, like your life partner, or you're just in a long-term committed relationship right now, or focusing on that as a goal. We also have the universe. You strike me as someone who, like, I'm really drawn to like how this person is like just climbing up through here, but like they're not really looking down, and like this looks kind of scary. It looks very apocalyptic, but I'm really drawn to the imagery here of like there's this stairwell that looks like it's leading upward, and this person is not, yeah, they're not looking down, so like they're moving forward fearlessly and courageously um throughout all this chaos. And so it feels like maybe even you're coming to a place of trusting your steps forward, which could also be why some of your manifestations are coming in, because you're walking through with this divine knowing. For some of you, you could have, yeah, just finished out some cycles, and so yeah, there will be that like that pending feeling of like waiting for the next thing to come in, and I do feel that it's coming in very soon. We do have a lot of feminine looking people here, so you could identify as a woman. Let's see, we'll get one more card. Oh, we got 2. We have the Death card. Some of you could be in the medical field because we do have a doctor here. Um, with that Death card, yeah, you've gone through like this transformation. There's something about like your heart space maybe even expanding. What else did we get? We got the Sun. Yeah, more children energy. So take it if it resonates. Maybe some of you are pregnant or expecting, because we do have oh, is it the same little kid? Oh, it is the same little kid. I wonder if that has any significance with this deck here. But yeah, this is that same child. So maybe for some of you, you definitely do have children. Where can I put this? I'm seeing that like overall you're a really happy person. You're happy, you kind of go with the flow, but again, I feel like maybe just that going with the flow energy has kind of been something that's fresh for you. Maybe you're used to like a certain rigid I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just like, really feeling like there's an element of like breaking out of this rigid idea of how you can move forward in life. For some of you, you can be very busy people, because I see that there's some spiders here, and so I think of like how much time it takes to spin a web. But like there's just this joy and happiness about you. Big deck energy is, is this the Eight of Swords? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. It has science on the bottom here, so yeah, maybe some of you, you're in school for something science-based, or you're studying some kind of science. There's also like, we have like hearts coming up again, right? But like not, the cutie, the silhouette of a heart, like actual human hearts. Oh my gosh. I just thought of somebody, and I don't know if they're in this reading. But that's my bro for real. Just in case. Just in case. But bro, if you're here, please drop a comment. Let me know you came through. For some of you, maybe even like I'm getting the sense of like an edge. Oh wait, this is the six. It's not an eight. Oh my gosh, it's the Six of Swords. Yeah, you have like this edge to you. Maybe for some of you, it's like you're feeling wrapped up around. Um, yeah, you're feeling wrapped up around like feelings that you're having in your heart. Okay, I'm going to do something silly now to take the edge off, because we are going to get a little bit deep here. So we're going to go ahead and get some additional messages here for you. Like this. Let's see. What do the gods have to say? Oh my gosh, that's so perfect how that came out. Okay, I'm gonna put them down to the side here. Oh, and one is actually falling out right in front of me. So let's see, what's this first one? We have hurting. Friend. So yeah, you're coming across as like, a very happy person. Hurting without you. Somebody's hurting without you. And challenge. Oh my goodness. Friend, we have all this beautiful energy that came out for you in who you are already. And there's this underlying element of there's something that's causing you pain. Yeah, even like I'm drawn to the fact that we have these swords, kind of like all of the points are converging on this heart. So maybe you feel like, like I'm noticing that like the swords though, they're not piercing the heart, they're kind of in front, but it seems like they're so close that they could potentially hurt you. Overall, I'm feeling like there's just this desire to be calm. Yeah, maybe you've been going through a lot of challenges, right? Because we had like, this looks kind of, it's real fucking scary, right? Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else? For some of you, yeah, I'm seeing some more geographical stuff. Maybe some of you live in a place that's like a hybrid between like a city and a suburb, where it's not like too rustling and bustling, depending on where your location is. All right, let's move on. I feel like that was pretty specific. So if it resonates with you, then you know you're in the right place. Let's go ahead and put these over here. Move that baby out the way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started by looking at what is it that you don't see about yourself that others see about you. we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We'll shuffle those back in. I'll talk about the Queen of Pentacles for a little bit and some of the cards that showed themselves. So I'm seeing that other people can really see that you are out here making a name for yourself. You are calling in stability. You have this element of nurturing, of being able to nurture others. But like in tarot, we've got like the Queen of Pentacles, but there's also the Queen of Cups. And like the Queen of Cups is like a motherly energy, but the Queen of Pentacles is just like nurturing from stability, right? So it could be a little bit of like tough love that you give people, but it doesn't come across as like too, like it's not as soft as the Queen of Cups, but like it wouldn't be as harsh and direct as like a Queen of Swords, who is someone who's like cut, throw, and like straight to the point. We have the Judgment card coming out. We have the Fool. Yeah, there goes you taking those new journeys. It feels like people can see that you are like, you have this knowing to you, and you just kind of move forward in it. Maybe people can see that you're on the brink of something or on the cusp of something great. We have the Five of Cups. So there are some people that can see your sadness as well. We have the World card coming out again. This was that Universe card that came out earlier. So yeah, people can really see that you're out here closing out cycles, you're doing your thing, you're tying up loose ends and moving forward through life beautifully. We have the Eight of Cups and we have the Page of Cups. And the big deck energy is the Lovers card. So yeah, people can see a lot about you. They can see that you're walking away from things, and maybe you're not consciously aware of this. We'll look at why you're not seeing it, but I get the feeling that like maybe people are expecting you to walk away from certain things. You've got a lot of choices to make right now, and I feel like people are looking at you like, wow, you know, they can really do anything from here. They can go anywhere from here. There's a similar energy. I feel like there's a big collective energy that's kind of been coming through here. So I don't know if I'm picking up on, you know, like people watching multiple, like, you know, looking for messages in multiple groups. But I get the sense that, yeah, a lot of people can really see that there's so much good that's coming in here for you, and they feel that you're very deserving of it. There's something about the way that you communicate with other people that I think they often wonder, like, how you know certain things. It's giving me the vibe of like, maybe sometimes you just talk about things and people, like, it resonates with people. And maybe you don't know that. Yeah, well, we're in the part of like what you don't see. Yeah, I think that you maybe underestimate how you impact people, because there's this feeling of like, you know, you kind of come in and you give people this advice, and I'm also hearing that sometimes it's not even just that you're like giving people advice, or like people are taking your advice without telling you, but it's also like, you know, you just talk about yourself and your situations and how you've moved through certain things, and that in and of itself inspires people. um, it feels like there's an element here of like people also being underestimated by you. Maybe, yeah, like maybe people, some people, because remember, we're channeling multiple energies here, you know, from the people that love and care about you. So on one side of it, I do see that there are a lot of people that are connected to you, that they see you for this, you know, strong, nurturing, beautiful leader, and that you have that potential. But there are also some people that they kind of see you as this Page of Cups, this like young, timid energy. But when they get to know you deeper, then they really see this Queen of Pentacles, and it kind of takes them by surprise. Um, I feel like to other people, you seem like the type of person that's not afraid to walk away from things that don't serve them. Um, and I don't mean that in like a selfish way, but just like, you know, if something's not working, you're not going to force it to work. Um, mhm. But I don't think that you have a problem making things work either, especially because we have that Queen of Pentacles energy. Like that archetype of the Queen of Pentacles is like a problem solver, and so maybe you don't give yourself credit for just how many problems you're able to solve, or you kind of just like you downplay it. You downplay. That's what it is. I think it's not necessarily that you don't see it. I think you just downplay it like intensely. hmm a lot of people see you as like, you know, a beautiful partner too. So if you are connected to somebody, is YouTube gonna like, let me just to be on the safe side, so cover up the naked people so I don't get banned. um but yeah, so like there's an element here of like, you know, maybe if you are single, people maybe see you as, you know, like you would make a great partner. If you are connected to somebody, then I would say that um you know, maybe people see you and they really think that, you know, you and your partner or partners are perfect for each other. They see you as this great devoted lover. But yeah, I'm really getting this energy that it's not so much that you're not seeing it, it's just that you downplay it a lot. So instead of looking at why you don't see it, we're going to look at why you downplay this energy. Let's go ahead and pull these out. So far, your reading has been a little more straightforward from the other groups. So we might do some stuff to fill the time. I don't want to give you a short reading. We're only about like 18 minutes in. Oh, what's this? The Hanged One. A lot of shuffle. Okay, let's go ahead. So why are you downplaying just how awesome you are? I'm going to take that one. We have the Queen of Pentacles again. The synchronicities. And in the same spot, we have the Three of Swords. There she is. All right, so I'm going to give a trigger warning. This is the part where we are going to get a little deep, and you know, if at any point you feel like that's too much or it's something that you don't want to hear, please feel free to fast forward or to exit the video and come back when you're feeling more ready. We have the Daughter of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. And we'll get three more. We have the Son of Wands. We have the Father of Wands. We got the whole Wands family over here. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And then Big Deck energy is the Daughter of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. So, group 3. What I can see here about why you're downplaying this, I'll be real honest, I think your family is really hard on you. I think the expectations that your family has on you are really intense, and I think that it leads you to feel like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough, or maybe you have siblings or cousins or just, you know, other people in your family that you interpret them as more accomplished than you. Mhm. I can see there's also an element of grief and loss that is underlying, right? We have that hurting that's coming out. And so the hurt that you're feeling from whatever situations you're currently in, I think are also highlighting some of your past hurts as well. And so I'm getting this like almost like you've managed to pull the hurt from the past into the present and mesh it with the hurt of the present, and it's causing this subconscious rift here. I'm seeing that maybe for some of you, maybe you didn't get the nurturing that you needed from a parent, or maybe you had a parent that was very angry and their anger was like explosive. And maybe for a while you've had a hard time balancing things. And because we have the Daughter of Pentacles that came out as your big deck energy, as opposed to the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles energy that's been coming out for you, I think that you're equating your lack of experience in the world to like this feeling of, well, this can't be possible because I haven't done XYZ yet, or I haven't accomplished this yet. I can't be this person because I haven't done whatever prerequisites you think need to be done in order to be the person that you actually are. Because, this is you, and maybe you're still working toward it. That Daughter of Pentacles is like kind of like a novice energy. Not a novice, like a more of like a beginner energy. I guess the Knight would be more of a novice, but it's giving a beginner energy. It's someone who is like wet behind the ears, a little green, if you will. And so I think because of that hurt and where you're at right now, you downplay. Yeah, it's like you just feel like this can't be possible because of that. And I just want to say, like, one thing that is coming through, and I think I mentioned it in the beginning, is that oftentimes our inner voice is not our true inner voice. It is the voices of our authority figures and people around us who have said things to us repeatedly, and those voices, they become our inner voices. And oftentimes when you hear that voice that says you can't, or you shouldn't, or you will never, um, it's not true to you and your core. For some, I'm seeing like you maybe had a hard time gaining your bearings. Maybe for some of you, you've even been in situations where you let your anger get the best of you, especially like having this parental figure with this explosive anger. Oftentimes what it does is it puts a rage within us as we're growing up, and then when we transition into our adult lives, we become these angry adults too. There's a lot of fire energy that's coming through. I didn't list off any signs, but in the beginning we did have, let's see, with the World card, you could be a fixed sign. So this would be Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. You don't have to be, though. Just take it if it resonates. There's a lot of fire energy here too. So you could be a fire sign, or it could be that the people that are influencing this idea that you couldn't possibly be the person that you are, they could be fire signs. But with the amount of fire that I'm seeing that's coming through here, it definitely feels like it's more of an anger based fire. All right, so let's see how you can work through this. I did not do this for the other groups, so don't tell them. But because we're getting through your reading much quicker, I want to switch it up a little bit. One step ahead is all you need. Yeah, big Fool card energy too, because with the Fool, it talks about like taking that leap of faith. And so people see you out here doing it one step at a time, right? Taking this leap of faith forward. And the number 41, I can also see that you're setting up foundations for advancement of self. That green color is also telling me that there's something about your heart chakra, or it's basically, your chakras are energy centers, just in case you're not familiar with them. But I'm seeing your heart chakra is going through an activation, and we've got like, it's a greenish yellow, and yeah, I think you can kind of tell even though I've got colored lights on. So it's like a greenish yellow. So yeah, definitely heart and solar plexus chakras. So it feels like you're being called to take action from the heart. get back to elemental, and the number 48. So yeah, you're going through these cycles, you're going through these transitions, and there may have been some harsh endings, but with the get back to elemental card, I'm seeing that you're really being called to explore your spiritual self a little bit more. I think you're being called to ground. We didn't get the grounding card, but I mean, I'm not done pulling, so who knows. But you know what? Where's the guidebook for this one? I want to read this one specifically. There's something here about like refining your craft. So maybe for some of you, you practice, some sort of spirituality or spiritual practice that involves the elements itself in and of itself. Yeah, we've got do something witchy or wild. Let go of who you believe you have to be. Yeah, who you believe that you have to be. Understand that you are. Understand that you are. Like, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this for you. Let's see. It's time to break things down to their simplest elements and get back to your roots. Okay, yeah. So even for some of you, if I'm picking up, like, it could be that your ancestors come from like another country and definitely in those areas. Maybe you come from there too, or you're just a descendant of people who come from, another land in that way. And there's something here about connecting to your ancestry and the maybe some of the more spiritual practices. Yeah, we were picking up on tradition, right? Tradition in the beginning. So like maybe even getting back to some of like the old traditions, and just really finding what resonates with you. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and get some more here. We have You Are Magic and the number 1. And then we have Raw Intention and the number 22. Yeah, for some of you, you're setting yourself up for partnerships. Partnerships that are going to bring you even more opportunities. I see a lot of growth and a lot of expansion. We don't have any 3s here, but like with those, just how the progression of this is going, I feel like, yeah, you like Spirit really wants you to get into that place of having raw intention on how you move forward. From making your, morning coffee or morning tea, whatever you choose to have in the mornings, protein shakes, and just while you're mixing up the ingredients, just speaking into them, speaking life into them, speaking your dreams to them, and really communicating with yourself on that level of making everything you do intentional. And that's your reminder that you are magic. And so anything that you do is magic. Even when we think about what it takes to have an idea and bring it into existence, like that's magic right there. It's a really beautiful thing when you have a thought and like, hey, I think I want to do this. Even like making a meal, like, oh, I think I want to have this, and then you go and you buy your ingredients and you come back and you mix everything up and chop some stuff up and everything. And cooking is magic. There's something here about, yeah, just really getting back to, and maybe for some it's not necessarily getting back to, maybe you weren't shown this, so it could just be a welcoming in of this type of energy. But I'm seeing like, yeah, just you really moving with like so much intention, and yeah, there's that the manifestations just coming in. Let's get to some more here. Ooh. Oh, I love this card. I love this card. Limitations inspire innovations, and the number 52. Yeah, so there's an element here of like you're going through these changes, you're doing new things, and maybe challenges, right? We had challenges that came out. So I think that Spirit wants you to know that some of these challenges that are being put in your way are going to help you to grow and create new things. Yeah, this I'm going to read from this. This card got me through like most of 2022. Like looking at things, like anytime I was presented with a challenge, I would just say limitations inspire innovations, and like it helped pull my brain into a place of like just really thinking outside of the box to be able to figure out just a problem solve in general. Brainstorm with the universe in a limited way. Pick a word. The first word that comes to the mind is right. Or if you want to be sure that serendipity is stepping up to the plate, grab a book and open up to a random page and point to any word. That is your word. Trust that the universe will give nope. Trust that the universe gave you the right word. Then ask, how can I connect my current situation with this seemingly random idea? What would a truly creative solution look like if I incorporated, and then insert the word here? Do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And then you gotta tell me all about it. Integrate your knowing. Yeah, see, like, you can do this. Um, and that number 52, again, I'm seeing like this is change, this is conflict, this is challenge. And in that number 9, I'm seeing like there's a resilience here to you. And when you integrate your knowing, I feel like it's just gonna explode here. Like, look at this. I believe that's a fox that's on there, and like all around their head is just like completely lit up. And so I feel like you're getting this information, you're receiving these divine downloads. Again, another collective energy. Big tech energy is the edge of evolution, feels messy. Yeah, and the number 40. So I'm really seeing that if things seem to be a mess now, like you're meant to pull from self and from tradition, and like you're really creating here, you're really birthing something intense here. All right, we're going to go ahead and get some channeled messages from your special person. So now, if you are connected to someone already, then this could be just, uplifting messages from them, a little reminder of how much they love you. I saw 3311 as I looked up to the camera. So that number could be significant, but there's that expansion, right? 33 is a master number, and it talks about things like that, like leadership and transformation. And in the number 11, big soulmate energy with that number 11. So if you're not connected to somebody, then this would be the next impactful soulmate that's coming into your life. We have the Jack of Diamonds. This card corresponds to the Knight of Pentacles. So this person really wants you to know that they admire your ability to put in this work. The Knight of Pentacles is steadfast. They take their sweet time moving through things, but they do things efficiently, and they do things in a way that is very solid. The Knight of Pentacles is also a person who I attribute them to having foresight, because they know where they want to be, right? They can see their future, and they're taking steps to move toward pulling this future into existence. And so your special person wants you to know that they see that you're out here putting in this work, and they admire you for it. We've got the Joker, and this one is just the standard one with the bottle on it. So for some, maybe they want to have a drink with you, and they want to see you get silly. Please enjoy the unusual responsibly. Great cocktails start with responsible measuring. Yeah, so maybe they very much admire how put together you can be, but I think that they want you to be able to loosen up a little bit more and have some fun. I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. So spicy. Spicy, spicy. I don't have to explain that one so much, right? They literally find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. And so this card is also, the red words indicate fire and passion. Let's see what else we have. I can feel you so strongly. I can taste your essence. Yeah, so for some of you, this special person is someone who they're very physically attracted to you on top of all of that. Oh, you know what's so funny? We had the Queen of Hearts. She was flipped up in the deck, just hiding in there. So like, yeah, there's definitely an intuitiveness about you that your special person really admires. And as well as, like, we were seeing on the outside of things, you were coming up as like the Queen of Pentacles type of energy, where, remember, I was mentioning that it was like that nurturing, that's somewhere in between, like ooey gooey lovey and like, tough love. But when it comes to your special person, they see you as this cool, sweet, refreshing breath of fresh air. Refreshing, fresh. Use some different words, Phoenix. um, I don't know, and I'm seeing like, are these cucumbers? I have no idea, but like I'm just hearing cool as a cucumber. So like take it if it resonates. They see you as someone who is more than happy to fill other people's cups, and they really admire the level of compassion that you have for others as well. Let's get some more. Your words keep ringing in my head. This is the blue one, so this is associated with water and emotional feelings. Yeah, so remember in the beginning of your reading, I was telling you, like, sometimes you just talk to people and, like, you don't even realize what you're saying to them or how deeply you're speaking into their lives, into their hearts. And so your special person also feels this. There's something about the things that you say to them, the encouragements that you give them, that they just hold on to that so much, and it really gets them through their days, through their weeks. If you've been together with this person for a long time, like, it's just that's like, it's your thing, you know. If you're not with this person, I will say that, like, this special person of yours seems to be hanging on to some of the words that you say, for sure. We have the Four of Diamonds. This would be the Four of Pentacles. And it says, oh my gosh, I can't. Titillatingly tight. So many tongue twisters. Take that as it resonates. Maybe some of y'all got a really strong tongue game. But there's something about, like, I'm getting like ride or die. Like, this person knows that, like, if you're gonna hold them, you're gonna hold them tightly, and they don't want to let you go either. Like, it can be a little possessive, so, like, you know, maybe this person gets jealous about, you know, when you give all of this beautiful energy to other people. But I'm not picking it up in like a possessive controlling way, but more of like a possessive, like, yeah, well, that's mine, you know, they're mine. It's very sweet. Let's see, let's get a couple more. I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. Yeah, this person is definitely so hot and heavy for you. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. One key for every cupboard. Yeah, this person really wants to work and take their time, or this person is working and taking their time with you, and it feels like they're really being patient with you. Maybe sometimes they're not as patient as you want them to be, but I'm seeing overall they feel very patient. You know, like, they kind of understand that you're working toward these things. We've also got the Knight of Wands here. And so in the Knight of Wands, I can see that they admire your fieriness and moving forward in life, or this just fiery passion that you have to you. Mhm. For some of you, maybe you identify as non-binary, but there's like a certain, like, I would say, like, you have a balance of masculine and feminine energy here, you know, and I think that they really enjoy that. We also have the Three of Hearts, or the Three of Cups. Oh, that's upside down. We have Lady Plimpton's luscious lips. So listen, this person loves your lips, and if you've kissed them, they think about that often, very often. Yeah, like, there's a lot of physical, a lot of physical attraction here. How can I ever pay you back? Oh my goodness, yeah. For some of you, this person doesn't even feel worthy of, like, being in your presence sometimes. Like, I think this person is that type of person to be like, what did I ever do to deserve this? We also have Rite of Spring and the Ace of Hearts. Yeah, this person wants to fill your cup and love on you. I worship your perfection. And this one is a green one, so this is associated with that earth energy. So this is like one of those strong, deep-rooted beliefs. And then we've got more on the bottom. We've got Big Tech Energy. It says, you are my everything. Yeah, you're a special person. Is just so ooey gooey sweet, so fiery, attracted to you. It's like they go through these ebbs and flows of, like, they feel very honored to be connected to you. Let's do one more. Oh, you are a diamond of immense strength and beauty. Yes. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love that for you. You're a special person. It's so nice. It was so nice connecting with that energy. It's so beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get a message now from your spirit guides and ancestors. We'll see whoever comes through strongly. This feels like a spirit guide. We've got this beautiful kitty here. We have play. Oh my gosh. Okay, remember when I told you your special person wishes that you could just, cut loose a little bit more and have some fun? Yeah. So do your spirit guides. Your spirit guides want you to play. It says, meet Pippa of the Dream Circus. Some kitties come straight out of the imagination to remind us to play. Here is to a moment of dancing, twinkling toes, and laughter. Where most only see empty air, Pippa sees colorful tweeting birds doing a tantalizing minuet and errant butterflies playing peekaboo urging her to chase. To play is to do something for the pure joy of doing. It is a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. Where can you let more of Pippa's playful spirit and lighthearted air into your work and life? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that. So yeah, this is a reminder for you to let loose a little bit and make sure that you're balancing your work life with having fun, especially if you're in that Page of Pentacles energy. It can feel like you have to work so very hard to make a name for yourself, or to earn respect. And I think that your spirit guides want you to make sure that you're taking time to have fun and play. So we're going to go ahead and we'll get some advice for you moving forward. Ooh. Okay, so the first card we have is mantra. So I do see, again, there was that message that we had in the beginning about connecting to maybe some spiritual beliefs of your ancestors. And so with mantra, I can see here that there's an element here of you really holding to those things as you move forward in this next chapter of your life. I am loved, I am safe, I am seen, I am smart, I am free, I am powerful. Yes, absolutely. Remember these things about yourself, because I know that you're going through these challenges and it seems like it might even feel like an uphill battle for you. But you are going to find these creative solutions. Yes, I am smart, I am powerful, I am free, I am seen, I am safe. Hold on to those things for sure, because they're very true. They're very true about you. And remember, you're downplaying yourself a little bit over there. And I don't think you should be downplaying yourself. And I'm sorry that people in your life made you feel like you had to downplay yourself. That's not fair. We have unplug. Yeah, definitely with that playtime, I'm feeling like make sure you're taking time to rest and recharge and unplug. It can be a little toxic to allow people to have access to you at all times. So make sure that you're instilling some boundaries around what you need to make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. Definitely unplug. For some, I'm seeing like maybe you need a little bit of a social media detox, or the next time that or maybe even just incorporating like a weekly thing, maybe like having one day specifically where you just don't go on social media and you don't engage with your phone if you don't have to, putting it on do not disturb, and like, hey, I'm just taking this one day out of my busy week to really connect and recharge myself so that I can better be prepared to help out and show up for others. Let's get one more card. We have change. Yeah. A lot of changeable energy that was coming on this here. Oh yeah, big deck energy is surrender. Yeah, so in order to take this like leap of faith forward in this big change that's coming into your life, um, there has to be an element of surrender. There has to be an element of you really detaching from certain outcomes, or maybe just opening yourself up um, to alternate outcomes, especially if you're looking for creative solutions to problems. I want to read from the book on the change card and see. Let's see a little something. Affirmation here is I allow change to happen in my life with grace. Personal reflections, how can I shift my perspective about change? Yeah, take some time to contemplate this card as the change that you are experiencing, an inner change or external. Not all change needs to be life changing. Even small shifts can illuminate so much. Yeah, for some of you, I'm seeing like maybe even if you take the same drive every day, maybe taking a different route once in a while, or if you know your way home well enough and you want to just maybe drive around a little bit, or something about going off the beaten path. The road less traveled. And I feel like you're going to find some interesting stuff. Maybe it's, something as simple as you usually make a left on this block, but you're going to make a left a couple blocks up, and then you find a beautiful park that you didn't even know existed, or, something to that effect. Like, make it fun. Yeah, make it fun. Have fun. Play. Absolutely play. Um, yeah, change doesn't have to be scary. When we think about change, it can come across as scary. And even like this person here's got this snake wrapped around their neck, but they don't really look very afraid, if you ask me. They look kind of calm considering that like this snake could easily tighten up around its neck. But the element here of change is not the snake changing it up on them. It's the fact that the snake is shedding its old skin, right? And so I feel like in certain instances, it, again, take whatever resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. But I think that some of you are going through this change that's also happening on both the internal and external. And I see you morphing and shedding this old skin to kind of reveal this new skin underneath. And you've been working hard. You've been working hard for a while. I really get that from this group. Um, Something about attention to detail too is coming through. I know it's not in the cards here, but it's just something I'm intuitively picking up on. Yeah. Let's also take a look at that surrender card. So the shadow aspect of this card, it says control, fear, lack of trust, worrying about the outcome or future, or manipulating the outcome. Surrender is allowing yourself to be totally present in the moment, to be open to feeling powerful emotions, and to being in awe of the majesty and magic around you. Surrender to the way you feel completely. Surrender to love.